A great big good morning to you. I am joined by the very cheeky Ollie on cameras today, aren't I, Ollie? I am. There he is, he's back. He's on wrong shift side. We have got the gorgeous Gemma Crow. Turn your mic on, Gemma, and talk to me, baby. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
You look hot to trot today.
Thank you, my darling.
You look divine. Now, I'm obviously wearing a crow piece right now. And I love it.
Yes, it looks very nice.
Now, if it wasn't for the fact that you're going to do a DVD on how to make this after this show, it might not make it to the crow collection.
Yeah, it's just as well I need it, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't really tend to steal off you because you're a bit feisty. I never steal anyway, so it's borrow. Now, I've got the most amazing show for you this morning. Can I just say that Kim has selected the most beautiful gemstones, and I am just absolutely overjoyed to be bringing you, Kim and I, we're like that, aren't we? We're like that. Now have a look. I hope you're all right this morning, by the way, everybody. I hope you're having a lovely morning. It's a bit miserable outside if you're in Redditch, so stay indoors. Just stay indoors. It's one of those days you don't mind staying in and doing housework and watching the telly because there's nothing else to do when it's gross outside. Have a look at these wonderful strands. You have got such subtlety of colour. I want to make from strands like this immediately. I think they're just beautiful. And Gemma, what colours? They're breathtaking, aren't they?
They're
pretty?
Stunning, yeah. In fact, there's so many stunning things in today's show, isn't there?
I'm so happy today because look at these. Look at this blue. Now, if you're creating bridal pieces, you absolutely need this strand in your life. How stunning. And not just that, the mystic code. Oh, I love it. It's so sparkly, just bling-tastic, isn't it? I've got a brand new strand of malachite for you in today's show as well. Have a look at this, the richness of colour. Now, malachite, Gemma, is used by quite a lot of the big, big designers out there. What is it about malachite that that makes it such a designer's choice gemstone?
I think it's just the depth of colour and the opacity of it. It's just so deep, isn't it? And so many. The patterns are beautiful. It goes with everything. It's just a beautiful, beautiful stone.
It's so smooth as well to touch, isn't it? And it's totally natural, it's pure like that, you know. I just think it's fantastic. I've got the most amazing early bird for you this morning. I've also got the Lazy Daisy, because Gemma's here, and do you know, I do love the Lazy Daisy. Anything that makes my life easier as a jewellery maker is definitely going in my collection. If you haven't already got it, then you need to stay tuned for today's show, because we've got not only the Lazy Daisy, but the DVD that goes with, and of course you've got some wire. We've also got, which one do you want me to show, Kimmy? The Twisteds. This one, I've just shown everybody that, Kimmy. You must pay attention, darling. Now have a look. Oh God, some more gorgeous goodies for you. What do you mean you want Vicky back? Did she not give you that? Have a look at that. Just gorgeous. Red spinel. Red spinel, the gemstone that cheekily made its way into the crown jewels, disguising itself as a ruby, and nobody noticed. The very same, yes, it's going to come up for you, you get to use it. I've never seen red spinel here at Jewellery Maker, so this is an amazing opportunity. Now, it's time for the early bird. Again, like I just said to you, anything that makes my life as a jewellery maker easier is going in my collection. We all know I'm a lazy jewellery maker. Now, these tools are absolutely essential for you if you really enjoy wire work, but perhaps, you know, like me, you'd just like to be able to create the same thing over and over again without having to put too much thought into it. Well, the gizmo is going to do that for you. If you are, say, making a long necklace and you need links that are identical to each other, it's very hard to achieve that freehand, but you can achieve it with the jig. Now, the jig is a gorgeous device. It's a fabulous device that is almost like battleships. That's how I like to describe it. You've got the pegs you put in, and you pop the pegs in, and you've got the rounds as well, and you can use your wire. You manipulate your wire around where you've put the pegs or your rounds, and you get that perfect piece of wire. And you've got within this pack, in fact, I'm going to open it so that you know exactly what you're getting inside, actually. So your jig, because you might be looking at it and thinking, well, how do I achieve this? You get pegs, which are right here. I'm going to show you because you get full instructions that talk you through exactly how to use it. Now, so you've got the pegs, and what the pegs do is they are placed inside your jig just right here. You've also got the rounds. Now, the rounds can go either side. And I'm going to show you, because you might still be a little bit confused. So I'm going to show you, and hopefully it'll flick the light bulb on for you. So let's show you how you create a pendant over and over again, or a link over and over again. It might be that you want to make a little pendant veil to hang lots of lovely, delicate gemstones from, and you want it to end up looking like this. So you arrange your pegs in this manner, and you can do that not only once, you can repeat that process over and over again. The same with the S-style link here. I mean, if you wanted to make a necklace just made out of those serpentine links, you can do the same thing there. And if you want to make something a little bit more intricate, like the flower, you can see right there. Now, you'll notice that there are lots of blank spaces. Now, what I've done is I've photocopied this sheet quite a few times, because then I can use those blank spaces. So just a little bit of a tip for you. Now, if you are thinking to yourself, well, what kind of wire do I get? It does come with 2 meters of wire. I am also going to give you wire within this set. So you get 2 reels of wire, one in the silver, one in the gold. So you're ready to jig as soon as you get this home. Now, let's also talk to you about gizmos. And I'm just going to go and grab that gizmo necklace that I've got just on the side. You have a look. You have a look at the wire that comes with. So you've got that lovely, I always think it looks like rose gold, that copper. You've got that within. You've also got your chartreuse and your black wire. So that all comes with, and I'm going to give you a 0.6 in every size by the looks. Yeah, 0.6 in every size. So with wire, in case you're thinking, well, what does that mean? With wire, you get different densities. Different densities of wire do different jobs. 0.6, which is what you get here, is wonderful for making your shepherd's hooks out of, because they'll still go through ear piercings. 0.6 is great for the jig, 0.6 is great for the gizmo. I'm going to give you the gizmo as well, and I'm going to show you what a gizmo will achieve. 0.6 wire is wonderful for doing your intricate pieces, a lot more easy to manipulate than 0.8 or 1 mil. We'll still keep its structure. Gem, what would you use a 0.6 for?
0.6 is great, like you said, for earrings, earring findings, and making chain links.
Oh yeah, chain links, of course.
Not independent chain links, but for wrapped loops and things like that. Really easy for that. And making cages around beads. It's a great one for wrapping. If you're doing a large scale piece, it's a really versatile wire, the 0.6. It's a real middle ground, you know.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that will do most jobs, isn't it? So it's a great one to start with. Then you've got your gizmo. What is a gizmo? What's a gizmo? I'll tell you. Because, do you know, when I first started jewellery making, this is the most ridiculous thing to me. What is a gizmo? A gizmo is something from that movie with the Mogwais. It's not that at all. I love the terminology. Do you like those, do you, Amelia? Amelia's going, oh, I love gizmo. The Gremlins. Oh, you're singing the song. I thought you were going, ooh. No, you're singing, I see. The gizmo is not anything to do with the Gremlins. Didn't you, when you first started jewellery making, did you think, what on earth is this language? It will all become clear, I promise you. Now, actually, the gizmo will become one of your best friends in your jewellery making designs, because have a look at what you can achieve. See those coils? Do you see? And I've got another one here. Do you see how neat and tidy this is? And look at what you can achieve right behind me. Isn't it neat and tidy? Now, Rachel Norris, one of our guest designers, who is fantastically gifted at wirework, has this amazing talent. Look, this is a Rachel Norris piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's absolutely outstanding. A Celtic knot. Now, that gizmo, now you're looking, thinking, well, I can't get coils that neat. You can. And believe me, if you can do this, you don't have to do the head movement, but you can. If you can do this, you can gizmo. It's that simple. When you are creating jewellery with wire and you are finishing off with the most professional result, the self-achievement, that sense of self-achievement that you get is just, it's priceless. It's amazing. People look at these things, these wonderful creations of yours, and you know, they tell you how talented you are and you can't quite believe it. If you want to create neat pieces with wire, then this is your early bird bundle. If you want to create jewellery that looks like this, if you want to create jewellery with detailed wire work that you can repeat perfectly without having to do it freehand, then this is your early bird. The code that you need is YIG C13. The Gizmo Jig collection, don't forget, you get 30 meters of wire. Now, if you are buying all of this individually on our website, you pay just over £23 for it, but you're not going to pay £23 today. Very limited stock. We're going to give you a better than half price deal at £10.95. Gemma, do this. Good, isn't it?
Oh, I just think, is that for everything?
That's for everything. You get the jig, the gold and the silver wire, the 3 wires, and you get your gizmo as well. It's a good price, isn't it?
That's an amazing price.
Do you know what, Gemma? Even for anyone who's already got the gizmo or the jig, great for travel, because it might be that you want a set at home, and it might be that you do jewellery making out there at jewellery parties, or it might be that you've got a stand at a jewellery fair. This is great because you can jewellery make on the go.
That's right.
A price like this is definitely worth picking up the phone. Maybe you're going to replenish what you've already got. It's a wonderful gift for anybody that you're trying to rope into jewellery making with you, so your best friend can come to those jewellery fairs. I know, I do it too. £10.95. We are very limited in stock on this deal, so make sure you are checking out baskets today. Last night we launched the leather in those wonderful coils of leather.
Oh, right.
In the spools, and 6 meters on each, 5 meters on each spool, sold out. 500 of them sold out of each colour. Amazing. Now, this is one of those deals, you know, £10.95. Fingers crossed we're going to get those leather reels back again. £10.95. Don't forget to tune in. Tonight's late show is with the gorgeous Di, live at 5 o'clock. So tune in for that. And with yourself, Gemma Quartz.
Yes, I'll
Look
be here
after
all day.
Di. Have you worked with her before?
No.
She's a jewellery maker, you know.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be nice.
So it'll be nice for you. Now, I'm going to come over to you, Gemma, and I'm going to let you all know. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I begged Kim to put this in because I told her I was so excited by this product, and she was like, "What do you mean you're excited by the Dremel?" I was like, "Believe me, I cannot be any more excited by the Dremel. I love it, Gemma."
Yes.
Now you're going to use the glue gun
I'm
today.
going to use the glue gun, but I have the Dremel at home. I have the Versa-Tip. I've had it for a few years.
Have you?
Yeah.
Actually, do you know what you're saying that you've had it for a few years? The quality, I reckon you'll get such a long time out of your Dremel.
My dad's had a Dremel, not this one obviously, but he's had one for about 25, 26 years, and he's still using his. So, you know, the brand is brilliant.
The thing about Dremel is that they have a reputation for their outstanding quality. Everything's produced in the Netherlands, and when you're manufacturing it in the Netherlands, the standards that they have to
really
meet
high.
are very, very high. The UK, I'd say the same. You know what, though, isn't it lovely that you've got such quality that you know when you buy something, you know it's going to last. It just makes it such an investment,
you know,
doesn't
it's
it?
just a one-off investment, and you're going to recoup that.
Absolutely. Now you're working today. Now tell me, Kim, are we going to do the two together, or are they going to be separately? I'm believing they're together. Yeah, that's yes. So, Gem, you're going to be working with the glue gun today. Now, you get within the glue gun, and we're not going to give you this now, but we are going to give it to you later on. You're going to get 12 glimmer sticks. Now, you've told me that you're going to do something a little bit exciting with these that I didn't realise you could do.
Well, I'm going to have a go. It's a technique I've seen in a book some years ago, so I'm going to have a go at it, and I'll see if it works.
I'm so excited now. I'm not going to disclose anything, but you need to stay tuned to see what Gemma's going to do. She's told me and I'm so excited. I'm really overexcited about this anyway. I love what the Dremel can do. And somebody put on Facebook last night, if you, because I was telling you everybody what you know, the Dremel comes in, you've got the soldering iron here as well, and the other Dremel that we've got does the etching, and it does come with the tools that you etch with the other one. So just in case you got confused by the Facebook post, it does come with that, because somebody didn't actually, you know, I can see where the confusion lies. The lady on Facebook put, tell everyone you don't get the tools with it, so you can't do the carving for that, you know, because she was looking at the price tag and thinking, well, you have to buy them separate, but you don't. No, it comes with it. So I understand where you were confused there, but it's not right. You do actually get those etching tools with our other Dremel. Now, I'm going to leave you to it on that one. I can see you've got some hair combs there.
Yeah, I've got a little challenge there, which I'm sure which Kim has sneakily given me already.
Okay, we'll go through. You've got some golden obsidian I can see. You've got some mesh.
Yeah.
You've got, can I show them, Kim? Come on.
Quartz.
Are you going to incorporate the two together, or are you going to do two separate things?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe together?
Oh. Whatever. Whatever you want. Golden obsidian is so... Do you know what annoys me about golden obsidian? Not actually about golden obsidian. That it's so hard to show you on screen this wonderful gold that you get, and it's absolutely fabulous.
It is. It's sort of like you could dive in, like a little universe, isn't it?
Do you know? Yeah, and it's kind of like black moonstone. But yeah, you're right. It's got this depth to it that feels like it goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And I love this smoky quartz. Do you know, we haven't had a lot of smoky quartz lately, have we?
No, I'm so pleased to see it back in.
And then you've got another gorgeous strand of obsidian. Fabulous quality on both of those strands. Now you've also got what Kim calls voyant.
Voyant.
You've got that, and you've got, that's your favourite colour, that wire, isn't it?
And 0.4, very versatile.
0.4 is for your finer detailed work, isn't it?
Tiara twists, fine flowers, and all sorts you can make with 0.4.
I've got the Lazy Daisy later. Can I use that with the 0.4?
Perfect. For 0.4 is perfect with the Lazy Daisy.
And the mesh as well.
Mesh.
You know, where there's a Gemma Crow, there's a real mesh, and we're always going to give it to you because you're so good with it. I've got to get over to the centre. We're going to let you get making, and I can't wait to see. If you do something exciting, disturb me. It is worth the disturbance.
Just interrupt.
Come over. Yeah, just interrupt. Just throw something at me. Now, can I just give you another sneaky peek of the most gorgeous strands ever? Look at these. They're so beautiful. Gemma and I have just been all over these today. They are so beautiful. You have got such softness of colour here. We're talking about your romantics. It's coming up later on in the show. Just beautiful. Now, we've got less than 20 in stock of which one, Kim? That's what I thought. Do you know, together these colours are... Right, OK, you need to be on the phone lines now. If you love what you see straight away, get on the phones. Look at them together. They are stunning. We have got a tiny amount of these to give to you. This is definitely a while stocks last offer. Look at them together. They are so summery. I think there are so many things you can do with a gemstone strand like this. Now, first of all, look at that citrine. Look at that colour. You've almost got a marmalade citrine there, together with the more buttery tones. The rose quartz, just heavenly. Now, they're centre drilled. You could really easily make a ring out of these because they're centre drilled. If you're just getting to grips with wire work, this is a great strand for you. But also I think they look beautiful as simple stretchies like that, don't they? You know, rose quartz is one of those gemstones that we recognise, we know, we understand. It's a gemstone you almost grow up with, like amethyst. It's always there. It's one that we are very, very familiar with. Now, you can see the clarity of these gemstones. So they've got this wonderful sort of hazy clarity to them. You can see the beading thread through. Oh my gosh, we've got less than 10 left. You've got a deal here. Very slightly graduated, 15 by 10 millimeters on the rose quartz. Those aren't graduated. Very slightly graduated on the citrine. 360 carats and they're 12 by 6 to 18 by 10 millimeters. You know what? you get so many per strand. And I have noticed that, you know, carat weight isn't massively important to you as a jewellery maker. You want the size, you want to know how many you're getting. And I understand that because as a jewellery maker myself, you only want to really know the individual carat weight of the gemstones. Which unfortunately I would only be able to give you on the one strand that isn't graduated. So just know that these are a variation of carat weights. They are huge, but really the most important thing to you is the size of the gemstones and how many you get. I'm thinking the citrine nuggets again for you, 18 by 10 at their largest and 12 by 6 at their smallest. So they are large. You get loads on the strand. And they're just $19.95. Now, okay, do you know what? I'm going to quickly count the citrine for you. I'm so sorry. I'll be as quick as I can. There's loads on here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hang on. Yes, I can count past 10 if you stop saying numbers in my ears. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 46 on that citrine strand. We're going to have to move on. It does look like these are going to sell out, so check out your baskets. If you do hold them within a basket online, now is most definitely the time to check out. Just very quickly for you, VLG C77. Now I've got for you, oh, this is a little bit luxurious. Do you know, I've seen this Labradorite, I love it. Look at now these are sort of irregular teardrops, if that makes sense to you. Can you see the shape of these? They're lovely and organic, aren't they? Look at that blue, isn't it gorgeous? Then you've got the greens within. Now we all know Gemma is a massive fan of Labradorite. And Gemma, you're wearing Labradorite right now around your neckline. What about these teardrops? Where are they going to see themselves into our jewellery?
I think I would pop them with other larger Labradorite. So when you've got a focal of a Labradorite pendant or something like that, or large stones like I'm wearing, it's nice to keep the same stone but change the texture and change the size. So I think I would use them alongside other
just to bump up just to make it a little bit more Labradorite heavy, if you like.
Yeah, and also they're lovely clustered in a ring as well, because then you've got all those facets, you know, lots of different Labradorite stones. How would you cluster it? Would you monofilament cluster it or beading wire? I would likely to use a 0.4 wire, I think, to sort of wire it in, or you could pop them on lots of head pins and have like one of those cluster rings. That would be nice. I
love head pin clusters actually, and coil them at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And give it a little bit of movement. Then we've got, oh, look at this, faceted smoky quartz. We've not had in what feels like an age. Look at the clarity of this strand now. They are mirror graduated. I'd love to see these in a pair of earrings. And Gemma always talks about working to a taper, and that's something you can do with a graduated gemstone, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. When you've got gemstones the same of different sizes but the same shape, it's really nice to then design with just one colour, so you've only got to think about the shape rather than the colours.
It's nice to be able to do that, isn't it? And I think actually, because some people prefer strands that are all one size, some people prefer strands that are graduated. To me, I don't mind. I love both. I don't mind which, but I will sort of custom my design around the shape as well as the colour then. I think you're right, you know, for me, you do have more options when you've got a graduated strand.
Yeah.
You know, and I like that. I like to have options when I'm jewellery making. I like to know that I can make a matching pair of earrings maybe, and then have a little bit of a bigger circumference in the pendant that's around my neckline. DGG C60 is your item code. You should be paying almost £20 for these two. Now you'll see that this smoky quartz is extremely luxurious looking. You can see the quality of both of these gemstone strands. We're going to give you a wonderful deal. When you come shopping with us here, and we give you 2 strands instead of them singly, we're going to give you a great deal. Smoky quartz on its own is £12.95 on the website. It's a fairly new strand actually as well, isn't it? We're going to give you a really awesome deal. Look at that smoky quartz right now. Do you know, can you see how soft those facets are? They're so soft, aren't they? Look at that clarity. I'd love to see some golds and some silver together, or some steely greys and some golds with both of these combined. I think you've got something that is rich and warm and very classy with this duo. We're going to give you a deal. So together, let me refresh your memory again. If you were buying these individually, £15.95, you should be paying £20, so you're making a £4 saving. It's £12.95 for the smoky quartz on its own, so you're paying just £3 for the Labradorite in this case. Well done to everybody that's already on the phone lines. Love your interaction on Facebook today. Don't forget, if you haven't clicked to like our Facebook page, get and do it, because we have so many wonderful designers on there, whether it's customers that have bought incredible strands from us, that have made the most beautiful jewellery, so inspiring. Go on then, look at our photo albums, and the Facebook family is so friendly and so wonderful, and we love having your company every day, and you're keeping interactive with us every day. Follow us on Twitter as well. It's at Jewellery_Maker, and give us a text in this morning, 60777. It's JM Studio, followed by your message. Now, we do have the luxury of Miss Crow with us today, who, as we all know, is an absolute design genius. So maybe you've had a question in mind for Gemma for a while. She's here right now, whether it's to do with what we've got on air today or not. If you'd like to speak to Gemma, then please text us through, or any one of the crew. It might be that you're wondering what's going on with Amelia today. Always something, always something. She hasn't fallen over yet. It's always when I'm on, you have a little fall. She fell off her chair the other day. She just was sat there and she just, I don't know how. I don't know what happened between chair and floor, but it happened.
I'm like a baby horse, aren't I?
You are like a little foal, yes. You're all like all Bambi legs. Now let's give you your next kit. I can't wait to see the jewellery that Gemma's done, because I'm definitely going to want to steal it. Have a look. When you see strands like this, you want them. I'll tell you one thing. I know for a fact Gemma wanted this strand, because I've spoken to her about it before. Can I just hold this one up to my neckline? Straight away, I just want to make a necklace out of this. Don't you think it's gorgeous? Don't you think that is gorgeous? Just as a necklace on its own. I love it.
That was the temptation, to be honest.
I can imagine that was the temptation, Gemma. Did you feel like you couldn't?
Yeah, I felt I wanted to mix it with the rest of the components, because they were in there put together by designers for us to use, so it's nice to mix.
Listen to the noise they make.
I know,
They're so
lovely.
gorgeous. I love this. And you know what? Such a soft, almost suggestion of blue in this strand. I just think it's wonderful. When you see Gemma's jewellery, you're going to love it. Now have a look. You can wire wrap these. I know that you're going to see Gemma's jewellery. You're going to get so much inspiration from her. Look at the citrine. Now these are big, organic gemstones of citrine that are just gorgeous. Can you imagine already the texture you're going to add to your jewellery just by using these two strands? And I'm not even done there. You get 4 wonderful strands in this one kit. Look at these bubbles. They're top drilled, are these bubbles. And you're going to create such wonderful sort of higgledy-piggledy texture with them. Running through that beading thread, you can see it, can't you? So now we're imagining using our coloured wires, and we imagine using our coloured beading threads that we've got, and you'll be able to see it through there. And you've got gorgeous pink, almost borderline seedy beads. They're 4 mil, and you get your wire too. Now the options already I'm looking at this, and it's a very romantic combination of colours. Don't you think? You've got that lovely floral print, and it's reminding me very much of a summer's day, and kind of, do you remember in the 80s, the very early 80s, when the floral prints were very Princess Diana would wear all those lovely colours, those floaty dresses. It kind of reminds me of that, and I really like that. Very happy memory kit, isn't it? Now, when we give you kits, if you're tuned in for the first time today, and you're wondering why, you know, what is a kit? Well, we give you inspiration. Our kits are put together by our wonderful resident designers. Linda and Sheila put our kits together, or sometimes Debbie Bolford puts them together, and the gemstones have been hand-picked so that they go together, which is amazing because you've already got the guidance from our guest designers there. Now, we also give you other elements for your jewellery making. So you've got what's known as tiger tail or beading thread, you've got your elastic, and you've got your monofilament. All of these are essential for jewellery making because your beading thread is the backbone of a necklace. Your elastic, of course, is your stretchy bracelet. Your monofilament, you can do your beading. Now, already, we're about to sell out of this kit. Most of the stock's already gone. It's called Sun Through the Clouds. I love that name. You also get 100 silver on e-coated copper findings, including a metre of chain, your 2 toggle clasps, 1 in a heart, 1 in a round, your eye pins, your head pins, chandelier findings, whether you use them for necklaces or earrings, they're there, 2 of those. You've got 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks. You've got your jump rings. You've got your crimp beads, you've got your crimp bead covers and your silver balls. Now that e-coated copper allows you to offer your findings to somebody who prefers something that is hypoallergenic, because that's what the e-coating does. For sensitive skin, you've got the backup. Now also, it will prevent the silver from tarnishing. So you get such a longer lifespan out of your findings. So you've got everything you need to get making. You should be paying for, do you know what, actually, if I was to give you the price tag, the individual price tag for these tots up to £37, which, when you think about it, isn't half bad. Because, again, I was looking at Facebook last night, at the Jewellery Maker Facebook. Somebody posted on there that rose quartz are being sold individually in that big, I think, or something like it was 3 small rounds. Did you see the post? For something like £6 or £7 for 3 small 10mm rounds in that big craft store. So she said, Jewellery Maker, your prices are amazing, and now I realise why. So if we're comparing the price tags to anywhere else, it's a great price tag. You know what? We're going to be comparative with ourselves, though, and give you an even better price tag like this. You should be paying over £30. £17. I'm going to be honest with you, that price tag, Kim, is a bit of a late show price tag, darling. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 strands, and you've got 2 of those 4 strands, Gemma, are big impact strands. You've got the blue the blue agate slabs. They're beautiful. Half the stock has been allocated. We are approaching a sellout on this already. Let me give you your dimensions before I move over to that gorgeous lady. You've got 135 carats of your agate graduated slabs. They graduate from 8x5 to 30x5mm, and they're on a 16cm strand. 200 carats of your white quartz drop star nuggets. I love those. The clarity is excellent, and I love bunching them together like little bubbles, aren't they? Rose quartz faceted rounds are 4mm, 300 carats. I know you're not mad on carat weights, but I want to give it to you anyway. Your citrine nuggets are 13x10. They go up to 23x18. They are big. They're big, they're huge news. 10 meters of that gorgeous pink wire, and it's on a 1mm. Sorry, I'm so sorry, I don't think I told you. It's on a 1mm. So you've got that density. Now, Gemma, yes. I see it, I want it, I love it. What about, for me, I saw that blue, the blue, do you remember we saw those before, and I was like, I love these, yeah. I love them. You've made, oh my gosh.
I think there's 11 pieces there, and I've had loads left. So.
I'd wear that to the ball. You're staying at my house when it's the ball, aren't you?
Oh yes, I
Come
can
to
get
the
my
ball.
tickets.
Come to the ball, everybody. Now have a look. This reminds me of a spider.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely.
Hammered wire. It's very textured.
I love it. You're amazing, Gemma Crow. This is why Gemma Crow. This is why we love Gemma Crow. Look at what you've done. How amazing. Gemma, were those roses easy to make with that 1 mil? Because it's a lot denser, isn't it?
It is
1
denser,
mil.
but it's lovely soft wire to work with. And you work with a long length, so when you work with a long length of wire, it's easy to manipulate. So I'll show you how to do the roses in a minute.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, look at this. And you've got a matching bracelet. That is so pretty.
It is pretty, isn't it? It's very feminine, very... And I can imagine you wearing that, you know, at our age-ish, but I can also imagine little girls wearing it as well.
Yeah, it's one of those. Mia would definitely pinch this off me.
Yeah.
Oh, Gemma, I love these earrings.
I like the spiky ones. In fact, I thought you would pinch the spiky ones
I'm going
today.
to. I was just going to say that. They're going in my ears. If only I was wearing pink today. I'm just going to put them on.
But they match,
look at the rest.
They match your headband.
Oh, it does match that. Yes,
even
that's
I'm
fine.
saying your headband.
Yeah, well, that's it now. If you've said it, I can record it. I can play it back on YouTube later. Because, by the way, we do. If you miss any of Gemma's techniques and you're thinking, I need to know, it'll be on YouTube is what I'm trying to say, but Kim's screaming in my ear, this kit's going to sell out. Let's get to the technique. It's going to sell out.
Well, it's an amazing kit and that price is just ridiculous.
Do you like my earrings?
They're very nice. They are very Jenny Cleary, aren't they?
They're so Jenny Cleary. I'm not American, so I don't really know I did that. Right. They're proper Jenny Cleary then, Babs. Aren't they gorgeous?
And that is so simple. You literally measure your lengths of wire out first and then hammer them on with your chasing hammer and your
Can
block.
I ask you, did you just hammer the ends or the whole thing?
I hammered all the way. I started at the end and hammer that harder and then graduate how hard the strokes are with the hammer until the end, so that it sort of tapers, yeah.
Right, okay,
and then use a little nail file to file the ends if they're rough.
Oh, because otherwise they'll catch.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to put this back. Let's get a shot. Claire's like, don't touch it. It's so lovely. It is gorgeous. I just want to show you. Do you want me to put it on the overhead camera so that Gemma can see what she's doing?
But it's probably easier if I show you on one of the earrings and then we just have a little one on the side.
Okay.
We could do that and leave that as a shot.
That's what we'll do. We can do what we want now, says Claire, because she just needed to take a picture of it. Oh, my earring's fallen out. It's because my earpiece was in there.
Right, so I'm going to show you how to do the little rose, and I learnt this from a tutorial by Blue Forest Jewellery, who's fabulous, and on our Facebook page, so you can always find it there.
Oh, so they're following us on Facebook page?
Yeah.
Blue Forest Jewellery.
Blue Forest Jewellery, yeah. She does some amazing things, and the little rose is something that lots of people love and incorporate into their designs. And I just want to show you how easy it is, and also I've attached it to the... Once you know how to do the rose, you'll find you want to attach them all over. And I've attached it to the little chandelier here. And then if I show you the back...
I can see a brooch being made out of those as well, Gemma.
Yeah, you can see I've just created a larger loop on the back. When I come to the demo, I'll talk to you how you can make that so it fits over the ear finding as well.
Okay.
Okay. So I've taken a length of wire, it's about 70 centimetres in length, and then I go to the centre of that wire with my round nose pliers. Now when I'm making one of these to thread onto a necklace or thread onto the wire bib that you've seen, I would just make a normal loop around my pliers. If I was making one to go on my chandelier finding, I would make sort of a triangular shape, so I would kink it with my round nose pliers, flat nose pliers, so I make a sort of squared shape. And
it's got a squared end, isn't it?
Yeah. And then cross the wires over.
Into a triangle.
Into a triangle. Okay. And then I would then start creating my flower from there. So depending on where you're going to use it, depends on how you start this first section. So I'm going to start it like this. Hold on to the loop or anything, whatever shape you've made first, and just gently twist the wires. Now what we don't want is we don't want the twist to come along, so we want our wires out so that they're in a straight line. So
they're splayed out either, right, okay.
So that they're splayed out rather than pointing upwards, because then you get a long twist. What we want is a nice flat twist.
So that's really important to keep them splayed outwards, kind of like a helicopter.
That's right, yeah. That's right, like rotors. Okay, so once you've twisted it, you'll see that the wires, one's poking one way and one's poking the other. And then all you do is for the first sort of couple of loops, you just pull the wires around each other so that you can see the shape's already there because of that twist, So you're just following it round.
Oh, Gemma, that's so much easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought you were going to confuse me, but you haven't at all.
No, you can see it happening already.
Yeah. Well, actually, now you've done that, it's all become clear.
Okay, so you're holding your pliers really firmly because it does get harder. The wire gets harder to use the shorter the length becomes, and that happens in all forms of wire work. So now you've got to this stage, you've made your centre, and now what you want to do is sort of cross those wires over to add a bit of texture to your petals.
Hang on a minute. So you're crossing them over to make it look more like petals?
So here they are, they're following each other round at the moment.
And now
what you want to do is just cross one over the top of the other. It doesn't matter which way. Let's go this way.
Just whatever's easier for you, yeah?
Yeah, and then continue to pull that round. You see across them, and then cross them again. And continue to pull them round.
I think this kit's sold out, Gemma.
Okay.
So you're using your thumb there just to hold down?
Yes, but sometimes you'll find it's slipping up or slipping down, so just pop your thumb on it to hold it down. Okay? And you keep going round and round until you've finished. And again, the more wire you use, the larger your rose will become.
Gemma, can I use this technique on a ring?
Yes, it's really easy on a ring, and in fact on the first Wirework Edition DVD, Laura does one very similar.
In a ring?
In a ring, yeah. With a ring you just bend the wire around the ring mandrel and then the two ends twist and then continue making your rose from there. So it makes a very neat ring. Okay, keep going until you're happy with the finished. I'm just going to put these round quickly.
Actually, you can see now how you can add the texture. If I go wrong or if I don't like, I want to add a little bit more texture to a bit that I've already wrapped over, can I undo it and do it again easily enough?
Yeah, you can undo it and undo it again. And with this technique, it doesn't really matter that your wire's got kinks in it because actually it just adds more texture.
Okay.
Okay, so I've gotten this far, and now to finish it off, all you do is pull the wires round to either side.
Okay, we've got 2 seconds.
And just tuck them in. Okay, and you can use your round nose pliers to just make a loop and tuck those ends in. And then it's ready to thread into your necklace.
Easy, Pete. Okay. Perfecto. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry to rush you. I'm sorry.
Fine.
It's Kim's fault. Now, I'm so sorry to everybody. I'm so sorry. The kit's now gone and sold out. To make up for it, I've got a gorgeous bundle for you, so we're going to go back on over. Oh no, let's do it here. It's here, isn't it? Do it here. I don't want to move from Gemma. Now, Gemma, you talk to me about this mesh because you're the person who first made me realise how amazing mesh was. I love having a little play with it, and I love that if I make a mistake, I can just pull it tight and it's fine again. That's right. What was it for you with the mesh? Because I can see your designs are amazing, so you obviously do love it.
Well, I love I don't know, fluidity. I love fabrics, like anything that is fluid. You know, move.
It's got some movement to it.
in it. Yeah, so the mesh really crosses that gap for me from my love of textiles into jewellery. So it's got the wire element, so I can keep its shape, but I can also get, I don't know, it's just so versatile.
I suppose you have got that perfect sort of combination between textile and wire, because you've got the density of the wire and the flex of the wire and the wire, the fact that you can do this, really stretch it, and because it's wire based, if you don't love it, you can rectify it straight away. You know, it has got that. It's a perfect medium for anybody out there who does work, already quite familiar with fabric. Now I'm going to show you what else you get. Now, Gemma, Amelia, if you wouldn't mind, my darling, I'm so sorry, could you get me some of the mesh pieces? In fact, I've got mesh in.
You've got mesh in your hand
right now. Look what you can create. Now, Gemma, you're going to be doing the DVD, so perhaps you want to get as much mesh as possible into your collection. I know we haven't got much in stock, so we haven't got a lot of mesh in stock.
Because I had to ask for some to prep for the DVD, and there was none. They had to beg, borrow and steal from everywhere to get it.
It's very much like wire in that sense, Gemma, that it does sell out very quickly. Now we're talking about using. Now I'm going to give you some obsidian, which is a very similar size to the one to the smoky quartz in the centre, and I'm also going to give you the mesh, the same colour mesh that created those leaves. Gemma, talk me through how easy it was to do something like this.
Really easy. You just the mesh is a hollow tube of a bit like you buy the dishcloths on a roll. You know, it's a hollow. You know, you buy the
yeah. Are they
it's
in
like
a
it's like a
tube?
bandage. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hollow tube, so you can open it out. So what I did here was make a frame from wire. You don't have to be perfect. That's another lovely thing because it's going to be covered with the mesh. And literally stretch the mesh over it.
Like a mesh sock.
Yeah, that's it. And then you just wrap either end to keep those ends
It's
tidy.
true though, isn't it? They're laughing at me for saying that, but actually, that's
mesh
what...
sock.
It's a mesh sock.
It is.
In fact, I don't think they'd be very comfortable with mesh socks, would they?
No,
Look at
probably
this.
not.
Did you do this?
No, this is our beading buddies upstairs.
Really?
Yeah.
That was yours.
No.
It's
Beautiful,
amazing.
isn't it?
Really good. So this is with mesh as well, and you can see there that sort of rosy colour. Isn't it gorgeous? What a lovely bouquet. So that's our beading buddies that have done that. Now, let's look at what else you get in this bundle. Have a look. Now, this is your challenge, actually, Gemma.
It is, yeah.
Where have you gone already with the golden obsidian? Because I can see you're
I've started a little comb.
very Art Deco.
This is going to be used with the... hopefully I'm going to use the glue gun with this one as well. See if it works.
Look at that. There you go. There you go. Keep still, Gemma. She's worse than me.
Sorry.
Look
it's like
at that.
in a mirror, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right, my darling. So you've got that wire. Oh, I like that. It's it is very 1920s, isn't it?
Yes.
Have you seen on all the websites
Everything.
all the
isn't it?
1920s?
Yeah, which is great because I love that style.
Me too. I love it.
Drop waists hide a multiple of sins, don't they?
Yeah, and you know what? The hairstyles, everything, I love it. Because our hairstyles are boring at the moment, I've decided. We need to have 1920s hair.
I'm
All
gonna
of
have
us,
to have my bob
everybody,
back.
even you, Ollie. You have to have your what?
My bob back. I've only just got rid of it. It'll have to come back, won't it?
Do I need a bob?
Yeah.
I've got a fat face, though. I'm telling you, with a bob, I know I look like a horse right now, but I look like a tennis ball if I have a bob. Have a look. Have a look. Look at that. Mia says I look like a boiled egg. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Gemma, do you feel the same way I do about golden obsidian? It's so underestimated. I wish everybody had a... Like, I almost want to give everybody a strand of this just so they realise how beautiful it is.
I know. People get fed up with me thrusting gemstones under their nose and saying, look at this. Yeah, but look at it.
It's real. Yeah, I do that
Yeah,
all the
but
time.
really,
and
look
they're
at
like,
it.
yes.
But yeah, it's
It is
gorgeous.
amazing, though.
It's a warm black as well, which is, you know, if you want to add your blacks with your browns and things like that, it's ideal for that because it's warm. You can't add black with you can add black with everything.
Sometimes it's too harsh.
Sometimes it cools something, but this can warm a design rather than cool it, which is nice.
I'm really trying to show you the gold. It really is incredible. You've got to get this home if you love it. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. The mesh on its own is £8.95, and that's always the price for mesh, isn't it,
Yeah.
Gemma? Unless
Yeah.
it's been price slashed in a big bundle, the price for mesh is £8.95. Remember, you've got... It's the happy medium here, isn't it? Literally. You've got the versatility of fabric, but you've got the density and the durability of wire in the mesh. And I love it for that. You can manipulate it and it will keep its shape unlike a fabric.
That's right. And something else I can say about our mesh here, because I have used other mesh
Is there other
before we
mesh?
had it. Yeah.
Okay.
It is a much denser weave. So when you... other mesh is fine when you have it as a strip like this, but once you spread it out and pull it over a leaf frame or make the mesh rows, for example, it loses that density, and so you lose some of the colour as well. It becomes more see-through, you know, more... The holes are larger. So
it almost holes, effectively.
Yeah, that's right. So when you pull this out, the holes become larger, but the other mesh you can buy is like that to begin with. So when you pull it out, it becomes very see-through, very sparse then.
So ours is fantastic quality.
It is fabulous quality, yeah, just to clarify that, because I know people ask me about that all the time.
Now, £8.95 is the price tag for the mesh on its own. You've got two wonderful strands of your golden obsidian, one in a 10mm and the other in a 6mm, all for £12.95. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's an extra £4, but £2 each per strand then. It's a wonderful
It is a
opportunity.
great
Do you know what? It is
opportunity.
practically giving it away. And to be honest, that's what I just said. You need to get golden obsidian home to appreciate how gorgeous it is.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing this. It really is wonderful. Please, please use it and let us know. And in fact, send us your designs into the Wall of Fame. If you're wondering, what is the Wall of Fame? We are about to show you. Do you like what? I do love green. Oh, we got some if you love green, we've got some malachite coming up for you later on in the show. Have a look. Ladder weave, fabulous. Number 423 is from Alison Westerman, and she says, "Hi all presenters, please find the attached image of jewellery made from citrine and green beads from the Lucky Dip. Also made with white pearls, shiny green beads, and Murano glass beads as the centre. Best of luck to Carol and the baby." Talking of pearls, have you ever seen a golden South Sea pearl?
No.
The big, really expensive, you know the ones that are like £1,000,
Yes.
that are massive? Look at these, they're not. I mean, if this was a strand of golden South Sea pearls, it'd be about 3 grand's worth. Look at these. They are genuine, natural, freshwater pearls. And I'm gonna make a statement here. They're the best pearls we've ever seen here at Jewellery Maker. Look how perfect they are.
They're huge. Do you know, Amelia asked me to give her some wire to attach them at the back, and I actually thought they were shell pearl.
No, they're real
They're
pearls.
that big and perfect.
The
Amazing.
best, don't you think these are the best pearls we've ever had?
Definitely the best I've seen on when I've been here, yeah. Definitely.
I promise you, I've never seen a strand like it. I love all pearls. I can't get enough of pearls. This strand, it just looks, it looks expensive. It looks like a South Sea pearl to me. And that looks like thousands of pounds worth right there. If these were, they're not South Sea pearls, by the way. They are genuine freshwater natural pearls. I love them. I'm going to look at them for a bit. Let's look at you too.
I'll carry on, shall I? Right, I've got a beautiful piece of wire work here from Gail Morrison, and she says, "This is my first entry to the Wall of Fame. I've only started jewellery making in the last month and was scared at first using the real gems, but really enjoy it. This is my first attempt at using wire. Everything was from JM. Thank you," she says. So that's amazing. First attempt with wire, first entry onto the Wall of Fame. Very promising.
It looks like a bunch of flowers.
Beautiful, Gail. Well done.
Isn't it gorgeous?
I didn't say the number, 424.
That's very neat at the bottom as well. We got some, in fact, it looked like rose gold. We got some rose gold coming up for you in a bit. Have a look at this, number 425. Is from Laura Binns. I nearly said Laura Binding then. Laura Binns says, of Tattershall, where's that? My stretchy bracelet and 2 stretchy rings made from multicoloured mayhem. My first ever order from you. Well done, and more to be made as and when. Laura, well done. Isn't it amazing when you do it for the first time, you think, I can do this?
Yeah.
It's so easy, isn't it, to do that stretchy? It's fabulous. Well done. Thank you so much for sending in your Wall of Fame.
Right, I've got number 426, and it's from Stephanie Jones.
Tree of Life, lovely.
In Cornwall, and she says, "Hi to all you lovely people at JM. Here is my Wall of Fame entry for this week. Necklace made using aventurine long chips, rose quartz and moonstone. Tree of Life pendant made using chartreuse and silver-plated wire with rose quartz chips. Gemstones and wire are all from JM. Loving the shows and the inspiration I get from the designers. My husband bought me a few bundles last week and I can't wait to get started on them." Lots of love from Stephanie. That's a gorgeous combination, Stephanie. Really, really lovely.
How good. Oh, I like the little unicorn at the, oh, and a nice horse. Number 427, monochrome. And you've got a 3-strand weave here. That's fantastic, isn't it? It's from Kath Stringer in Cheshire, and she says, "Hi all at the JM studio. Attached are 2 gifts I've made for birthdays this month. They're kyanite and blue sodalite with rose gold findings, and black striped agate and white agate with silver findings. Love the shows, and Carol is fab, especially the singing. How will we manage when she goes on maternity leave? Believe me, she'll be in the building. She will be in the building. The baby will be under the desk and she'll be in the building. Perhaps she could do a show from home." Actually, that is quite a good idea. Yeah. No, she'd hate that. She'd have to do the housework then, wouldn't she?
So we were missing the sodalite one from
Oh
this
yeah, no,
one,
I couldn't
but
see the sodalite either.
Never mind. It's a lovely piece there.
Yeah, actually, well done, Gemma. Now, I have got for you after the break a deal on jump rings. If you have just started doing your chainmail, then I've got a deal for you. You've got a pack of 200. So that's enough to make a chainmail bracelet, isn't it? 200.
Yeah, so they're tiny.
Yeah.
You might need a few more, but yeah.
Bulk buy. They're 5 mil. Bulk buy. And they are these closed or open?
That's all cut. It looks like,
They're closed. No, they're closed. They're closed jump rings for you, and they're coming up after the break. Right now, before you go anywhere, if you are a brand new buyer, you will, with your first order, get a free book and a free DVD. You'll also get a JM Hub magazine every month through the post. Here's a little bit more information for any new buyers out there.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Gemma and I have just been very overexcited over a double drilled gemstone. I haven't seen a double drilled square for ages, which, hallelujah, because I can make the wiggle weave. I love the wiggle. Gemma, you just said, good, I need those.
Yeah, the cross pendants.
Cross pendant? Cross pendant. I haven't seen you do that.
Yeah, you can make a cross pendant really easily with them. It's lovely.
How quickly is it that you can do that?
Oh, I don't know.
Does it take ages?
No.
I might give you this strand. So you can do a cross. Explain how I would do the cross.
Because of the double drill holes, it allows you to come up with 2 strands and go out either side and then back through and up again without doing any tying off, and it sits nice and flat.
This is the only strand of... Now, you've been looking for double drilled gemstones on our website.
We haven't
so
had
have
any
I.
for so long.
I just like them because I can do the wiggle weave where you bunch them up and it goes like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Or just a nice necklace that sits flush around the neckline is lovely. Just 1 stone between each at the top hole and 2 between each, and it creates a beautiful curve.
That's the thing.
Lovely.
That's the thing about these
Yeah.
double drill gemstones. Make jewellery making so much easier for certain designs. It's the only strand of double drilled that we've got. I've been looking for double drilled gemstones for ages, since before Kim and I parted ways as producer-presenter, before we were torn apart. Now, I haven't been able to get them, and I've wondered why. This is the only strand we've got. So if you want to create the wiggle weave, if you want to do what Gemma just said in the cross pendant, Gemma, the minute, I promise you, I said to Gemma, double drill gemstones, and she went, oh, good, I need some of those.
Yeah.
Was the exact statement that came out of your mouth. Now, bearing in mind you're going to create the cross pendant, how many of these are you going to have to order? Because we haven't had them for ages, you don't want to take any risks.
I know, I would have to take a couple of strands. I've got fairs coming up, and I know the cross is always really popular.
Yeah. So,
and it's a really nice feature to have on your stall, something different.
This strand on its own is $14.45. That's the launch price. It's not just about the strand. You need to be on the phone lines. I definitely think this is going to sell out. You need to be on the phone lines now, or with it's an entire bundle. It's a wonderful price tag you're going to get, because you don't just get the double drilled gemstones. If you're unsure what to do with the double drilled gemstone, text through to Gemma 60777, or go on our Facebook page, have a look through our albums. There are loads and loads of inspiring photographs on there. Sheila is the person who taught me the wiggle weave. And I know that the double drilled gemstone is one of Sheila's must-have strands. Anything that's double drilled, we have not been able to get them. Now we have an opportunity for you to get the only double drilled gemstone strand we have, frosted and faceted in that gorgeous colour, with 200 jump rings. You have got 200 rose gold on copper jump rings. They're 5mm and they're closed. With 200, you could just about create a bracelet. You've also got, yeah, a chainmail bracelet, sorry, but Gemma's suggestion, as I was walking over from the Wall of Fame to here, Gemma said, I want those jump rings because I want to put 1 or 2 of them in between every single one of these pearls, and because they're closed jump rings, they won't scratch the pearls, was what you just said to me.
Yeah. But can you imagine the wiggle weave on the double drilled with those using jump rings instead of beads?
Can I do that?
Yeah, of course.
What do you mean?
Because they'll create a gap, won't they?
Explain.
So if you
don't just leave me with that nugget.
If you've got your double drilled gemstones,
yeah,
in the top, if you're threading a thread through the top hole of the double drilled stone,
yeah,
and add on 2 or 3 jump rings, but on the bottom you add on 6 or 7, you're still going to have that graduation and be able to create. That would be lovely, and the colours work well.
I love it when you give me new inspiring ideas.
I want to try it.
You can. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to her. Whether you like it or not, Kim. She's happy. She said it's fine. Do you know what? When you see a double drilled, I'm so excited to have this double drilled strand, and I know that it's going to sell out. I've just got a feeling before I finish today. And if I give this to Gemma, I won't be able to borrow it for my own purposes. I nearly said a different word and then I changed it to borrow. You've got your chainmail DVD, which is put together by the wonderful, wonderful Debbie Bolford, who is such a kind person. She's such a lovely teacher. Yeah. She is really methodical in her teaching, and you want to listen to her because you realise how lovely she is. Do you know what I mean? She's very, very friendly. And what I've been doing lately, Gem, is downloading a few tutorials because I just want to have a look at them. Yeah. And because I'm nosy, really, is the and they're really friendly. Yeah,
some of them are, and you know, I know I've created tutorials at home just quickly, and you haven't got the right equipment, so it's not clear. You know, so the DVDs are perfect for that, and they're such good value because you can pay that much for one tutorial. And
you've got quality, clear instructions.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm so excited about these double drilled gemstones, Kim. I am not listening to a word you're saying, am I? I'm so sorry. Right, Kim, talk to me again, my darling. $14.45 is what your double drilled strand was launched at. Then you've got your 200 jump rings, which are rose gold. Your DVD is $4.95 on its own. For the whole bundle, oh, $12.95. Definitely buy 2 of these. You know what? With jump rings, you're going to use them. They are never a waste of money. Already 50 of these have been allocated on the website, and here you come, flooding those phone lines. If you want to get involved, there's one of 2 ways in which you can do this. 0800 644 655, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com is the way on the website. I'm going to give... Gem, do you just want the double drills, or do you want the... You want the jump rings as well?
Yes, these are jump rings as well.
Right. You've already watched the DVD. You could give it to a friend.
Yeah.
Is what you can do. $4.95 on its own, launched at $14. Look at the price tag, $12, and you've got 200 jump rings. This is blooming fantastic. I'm just going to trot over to you, Gemma, and give those to you. Now, talk to me about why you love that double drilled gemstone. I know you've been looking for them. And the cross pendant, and the wiggle weave, what else can we do with these gemstones?
Macrame bracelets.
Macrame bracelets?
Double strands of macrame bracelets. They're great as spacers. You know, when you want to use two like, you could buy spacer bars to keep your strands and necklaces apart. Well, you can use gemstones instead to do that, because you can use these as spacer bars.
Yeah, they'll keep something. If you want to do 2 rows of anything, they'll keep it in a nice uniform. You could almost put one either side of the decolletage, run 2 smaller strands of pearls, and they'd stay in place.
Yeah, they just offer you another level to your design. You know, they just give you an extra something.
I
need
need
them. Use them in
them
the simplest way.
We're going to come back to Gemma, who's going to quickly make something from the double drilled, and then you're going to see that. But I need you to know almost 100 of these have already been allocated. Right now, I'm going to give to you a brand new bundle, which I've put here. Oh, and you've got those wonderful gold findings in here as well. Now you've got gold bead caps. Now these bead caps are fantastic because you can manipulate them around a gemstone, you can flatten them and put them in a necklace. You could almost take the jump rings and link them up together, make them kind of textured, higgledy-piggledy, sort of teardrop them down. Or sort of work to a point. There'd be lots of things you can do with these. You can mould them around a gemstone, Ollie. If you've got a nice round gemstone, you can really mould them around. The pearls would be good. Those massive pearls we've got coming up for you. This is the best strand of pearls I've ever seen. Look at the colour. We're doing them next. I don't want them to go. Can you leave them here though, Amelia? Don't pack them away. These pearls, they are absolutely... You're not having them for your neck. For your neck. Ollie said in my ear, her neck's not worthy. Is that how I said it? Oh, Amelia, your neck is worthy. Can I run your wrist, actually? Your neck isn't worthy. Have a look. Have a look at what else you get with this bundle. Oh, isn't it lovely? Grey agate faceted rounds at 4mm. Gemma's ears pricked up then when I said grey agate faceted rounds. I love the colour, actually. It matched your dress, won't it?
Yeah, I love grey. I love grey. It's so versatile.
You're looking very classy in grey today, I must say.
I think grey
Look very Cheltenham today, darling.
Grey is classy.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lovely colour. I love it.
And it goes with all your Labradorite jewellery you've got, that's
exactly.
why.
Exactly.
That's why
I
you wear
actually buy
them.
clothes to match my jewellery, my Labradorite. Yeah.
Have a look. If ever anyone wants to know what to get Gemma for her birthday, something in the tones of Labradorite will be fine. Then you've got your 4mm black stripe agate rounds, and they're faceted again. Black magnesite nuggets, 6x4 to 12x6 on the graduations. Black magnesite, not something we see every day, is it? And I've got to say, yesterday I had a strand that was turquoise coloured magnesite, and I started telling everybody it was turquoise. I could have bet my life on it being turquoise.
Yeah, it's so
it was crazy. The magnesite colours are fantastic at the moment, and the depth of black that you're getting from this magnesite is fabulous. And do you know, it's that kind of black, it's not as glossy as black onyx, so I would perhaps use this for chaps jewellery as well as feminine jewellery, because sometimes the gents don't want something that's uber glossy like a black onyx, do they? So this has got kind of a matte property to it. Don't forget your bead caps in there as well. Let's put them all together. Those lovely gold, 20 of those. Are you ready for a wonderful price tag? Don't forget these are 9 karat gold. I'm saying don't forget, I didn't even tell you, so how you can forget something I haven't even told you. Solid sterling silver that has been immersed in 9 karat gold. You've got 20 of those. I'm just going to lift those up to show you. I almost want to put those in a necklace and make them my design feature rather than put them around a bead. I'll be honest with you, I only use bead caps as bead caps a couple of times. I do normally flatten them out and put them in things. I'm such a wimp, aren't I? Are you ready? We're going to give you an incredible price tag for 20 and 3 gemstones. Oh, even Ollie's shocked. $8.95, 3 strands. You and Dion lately, I don't know what's wrong with the pair of you. Oh, it must be me, mustn't it? Yes, I'm the link. $8.95.
Does.
Do you know that's good for just these 3 gemstone strands on their own? That's under £3 per strand. Then you've got 20 sterling silver with 9 karat gold bead caps. I reckon, Gemma, if you were going anywhere, I'm gonna draw attention. Go on our Facebook page. One of yesterday, somebody put a post on there, and I can't remember who it was, and they were buying rose quartz individually at a big sort of bead store, and I think it was £7. It could have been more for 3 10mm rose quartz rounds, and they're selling them individually like that, you know. And then you look at this and you just think, you know what, it's fantastic value, and I really promise you I stand behind that. And we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. You get it home and you've changed your mind, you just send it back. We're not going to ask you any questions, and you know what? All day long, just 1p and p. Now, as a busy working mum, I do often shop online for things. I'd say, you know what, I've noticed, even food shopping can be quite expensive when they deliver it to your door. But things like when you're buying outfits, if you want to add a matching pair of shoes, you pay the higher postage. There's normally 3 options, isn't there? There's like next day delivery, which is X amount, small package or large package. We do not do that to you at all. We are going to give you the one price tag, just £2.95 all day. You could be stacking up that package with really heavy items, and we're never going to charge you any more than that £2.95, and I think that's blooming fantastic. On top of that, we're giving you a deal like the deal you're seeing on your screen right now. I'm a little bit excited because Kim's just said in my ear, time for the pearls. Oh, I don't want to do them yet. I just want to keep them. No, because they're going to sell out. They're going to sell out and I want them. I hate that. Sorry, I'm doing that whingy voice. It's awful, isn't it? Can't help it. The first thing, if I wake my daughter up and I go, come on, wake up, the first thing she does is go, ah. Does your son do that to you?
Tom's always up and dressed.
Yeah, Max is the same. Is it a boy thing? Up and like, feed me, I'm hungry, let's play Lego. I'm like, oh, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's no time for Lego. Now, okay. Stop a minute. First of all, we've got 100 of these. How did we get that many? Can I just ask you, you put these on the Daily Show the other day, did you? When? Okay, just a small peek of them you had the last weekend. These are, we were blessed because we had, I can't believe we had that many. We started off with over 200 of these, which is crazy. We've got 100 of them left. They've only been on air once before. Now, I do think these will sell out. They're not ever going to... Right, now, last night, I gave you some pearls, and I did get a bit cross about this. They were $6.95. They were much smaller. That isn't the price tag of pearl. Now, these aren't going to go anywhere near that price tag. They're not. They're not going under £20. And I tell you that right away, because I don't want to mislead anybody. I'm already in love with these, and I tell you why. Pearls this size don't happen here at Jewellery Maker. They don't, do they? Be honest. 10 mil is probably the very, 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 very large. Are you sure these aren't larger than 10? Can I have a ruler, please? They look bigger. No, they look bigger than that.
I don't know, they've got such a large orient that, do you know what I mean?
Is it because of the pearlescence?
I think maybe it is.
Have you got one of those little bead measurers over there, Gem? Is it? I tell you what, Amelia, they're in the larger toolkit. I just want to measure them. Sorry to be pernickety. I'm sorry, but these are the best pearls I've ever seen here at Jewellery Maker. It's a bold statement, I know. I'm trying to put them up on the neckline, but Amelia's stapled them together. Not stapled them. Hang on. You need to be quick. We've only got 70 left now. The size of it, thank you so much, Amelia. I don't actually know how to use this bead measurer, by the way. Hang on a minute, it's not, oh there. Okay. Yeah, they are larger. Okay, there you go. Well, they're 11 mil. That's what it says on there, isn't it? 11 mil. Oh, hang on, some of them are big. I tell you, they look huge. Absolutely huge. They're 11 mil, the ones on this. And golden South Sea pearls I saw for the first time when I was visiting Chicago. I used to work in Chicago a couple of times a year. And so I walked down to the water tower, and as you walk down, it's like this big mall. As you walk down, I was working, I went on holiday, walking down, I had a day off. There are some of the biggest names in jewellery you've ever seen. You know the usuals. You've got Cartier, you've got Tiffany & Co, you've got all these amazing, you know, and then you've got, you know, your great big Ralph Lauren and all of this stuff, which do jewellery. Now, I saw a pearl pendant in the window, and it was thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I love pearls. Since I was a little girl, my gran used to wear pearls, and I love them. She used to always wear pearls, and I think they just have always looked classy and elegant. And I love that you look at paintings of ancient queens and kings and you see pearls. I love that. I think there's something amazing about a pearl, and I'll be honest with you, you know, it's diamonds and pearls together. That is my favourite jewellery in the world, and I've got the most beautiful diamond and pearl pendant and earring set that my grandma bought for me when I was 21, and it's one of my most treasured possessions. These pearls look like hundreds of pounds worth of pearls. If I was giving you South Sea pearls, you'd be talking about £1,000 per pearl, and they're around this size. I want to show you how. Well, actually, Gemma said herself she thought they were shell pearl when she saw them from afar, because they are so perfect to one another. You know, we see randomness in sort of size in some pearls. This strand looks expensive, and it's going to create expensive looking jewellery. I'm going to be honest, if I bought these, I would keep them. In all honesty, because you don't see, look at it, looks like an heirloom. Look at that. I mean, just Audrey Hepburn, eat your heart out. Classic, elegant, timeless, classy, ticking every single box. But the most important thing for me is they look expensive. They ooze rich and expensive. When you see a woman wearing pearls like this, you think powerful, classic, classy, elegant, rich. You know, it's got that rich. Pearls like this look expensive. This looks to me like a strand that you would buy, a Tiffany & Co strand, a Cartier strand, a Boodle strand. It looks like that. And I would be very, very tempted to just clasp these pearls up and I'd buy two maybe, these. Ollie's saying the kind of woman that would wear these is the kind of woman that would go out for afternoon tea. Going out for lunch at the Ritz, darling. Very low stock now. We do risk a sellout in the live show. I think they're going to go £24.95. You are getting what you pay for in this strand. You could have paid so much more than that. I mean, if you saw these in a jeweller's window, we'd be seeing triple figures, wouldn't we?
Well, we would, definitely. Definitely.
If you put a 1 in front of that, well, you could put a 1 in front of that by adding a clasp and putting it in your high-end collection. I would. Ollie's saying maybe he'd split these up into earrings. Gemma, what would you do with a strand like this?
The temptation would be to keep them all together, wouldn't it? And just pop.
Yeah.
I would pop a little bit of silver in there, or maybe one of our lovely magnetic clasps that we do.
Yeah, because you wear those a lot, actually, don't you?
Yeah, they're fantastic. I think I would keep it really simple, but put a couple in earrings, make a suite. I mean, you could make a whole set.
I love them so much. I don't want to move on, Kim. I just want to look at them all day. They are making me, just looking at things like this makes you want to plan your outfit around the pearls. It makes you want to just drape yourself in pearls. I think they are so elegant, so beautiful, and well done. How many have we got left, Kim? 3? Can I have this one, please? Thank you. Can I really? I'll pay for it, obviously. Now, I want those pearls. I can't get my. They're gonna sell out. Well done to everybody that's got theirs. Well, a big well. Please send us in your wall of fames. I want to see them. I love them so much. Do you know the thing about pearls as well? I'm sorry to keep banging on. They'll never look homemade. The jewellery that you make from it.
No,
never.
Keep it simple and classic as well with those. And you can't go wrong.
Oh, I feel all relaxed now. I've done those pearls. I feel like I want to go out and I want to get taken to dinner now. Do you know it's a diva strand. It's a diva strand. Amelia, take me out to dinner at once. Oh, she went. Don't talk to me about cats this morning. They ate 3 of my ducklings yesterday. And I love cats. I'm very disappointed with Henry, the cat next door. Sorry, I've got the wrong one. Can I do more pills then? Can I please? Thank you. Anyway, you'll be pleased to know I've made everybody that was at home today entice the ducks into the kitchen so that when I get home I know that the ducklings are safe. This is against huge protests to everybody at home. There will be no food on the table unless them ducks are in the kitchen safe. Is it wrong to have ducks in your kitchen? Ducklings?
Not unless they're in the oven.
No, they're not going in the oven. How do you... I love those ducklings. I'd be as bad as that cat then, wouldn't I? Have a look at these, and if you've just bought the pearl necklace set, it is to me it's a pearl necklace and I can't move. If you just bought that lovely strand of pearls, think about this. What about, Gemma, if you had this expensive strand of pearls and then you took the teeny ones here and you made some matching cluster earrings, like the bird's nest earrings that you see?
Yeah.
Nice. Would they match all right? Let me see. Yeah, they'd look so cute together. They do match fine. Now these pearls, Sheila uses in abundance. These little tiny pearls are wonderful if you're clustering. Let me show you against the aquamarine we've got coming up later on. How stunning are these pearls? Now I cannot tell you too much about how much I love pearls. And I know that you love them too. They're classic, they're classy, they're elegant. Now, Gemma, what about these button pearls? They're gorgeous little spacers. Actually, I don't want to use them as spacers. I want to make them a feature.
Yeah, the little button pearls are great in fascinators because they sort of sit flat. They're also lovely on their own with a little head pin through because I don't know.
Like a button?
Yeah, they're saucer shaped, aren't they? But they make great flowers as well. If you spray them out on, if you twist them together with a tiara technique, 5, and then splay them round, and they make lovely little shooty-outy flowers. I can't explain what I mean, but...
Which ones? The smaller ones or the larger ones?
The buttons, yeah, the button pearls.
These ones?
Yeah. They make lovely flowers.
That. shooty outy flowers. Now I've seen lots of tiaras with the smaller pearls in them, and actually now let's think about how we're going to create matching sets, because if you bought the larger pearls and you just want to make, you'd make a necklace and a matching pair of earrings out of that one big strand, but maybe you're thinking now a brooch or something like that. I love pearl brooches, and they're very, very 1920s, and we know that the 1920s now, all over your Vogue magazine and your Marie Claire magazine and your Harper's Bazaar and your Cosmopolitan magazines, all about 1920s style brooches. Those wonderful hairstyles from the 1920s are coming back in, and hair accessories that look beautiful. You know, it's all coming back in. Not just that, you know, the brooch style for the shoes that people are wearing, very 1920s, that kind of accessory you can make with these as well.
Yeah, they make great frames as well to frame a gemstone, so you can just make a frame of pearls, which is a lovely look.
Around one of those cabochons would look nice, and almost like a nice cameo colour one.
That's right, yeah.
Ollie, what did you say a minute ago? You made a good point. And wedding season, yes, it is going to be perfect for wedding season. And if you are creating wedding jewellery, you can never have too many pearls. They're said to stop the bride crying on her wedding day. You don't want to do that. 1920s wedding, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Maybe you should get married, Ollie. Now we can all come. Oh, you are married? 2-year anniversary last week. Well done, Ollie. Well done. Lovely. Well done, Mrs. Ollie. MFG C75, you've got gorgeous pyrite here as well. Pyrite is a classic because it always makes your jewellery look nice and elegant, and, you know, it's not a garish gold, it's a... I'm going to show you what Gemma's done with the double drill gem. Have we got any of the double drill gemstones left? Let's give you your price tag for these gorgeous pearls first. Sorry, I'm like a kid, aren't I, at Christmas? Have a look. Look at these. They're so gorgeous. I'm too excited by today. £17.95. That's less than £6 a strand. We've just seen the price tag pearls should be going at. This is a wonderful opportunity. If you couldn't quite stretch it for those huge pearls, this is an opportunity for you to still go home with some goodies, and they're still gorgeous, they're still classic, they're still absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a recap on the double drill gemstones that we gave to you earlier. I do believe they're going to sell out in the live show. I was really excited actually, because double drilled gemstones I've been trying to get hold of to do the wiggle weave for ages, absolutely ages, and I haven't been able to have them. And I've also been trying to put them in our show together with myself and Dion for the late show. Haven't had them. Gemma, can I just have your lovely necklace that you've just made? Now, how long did that take you? 5 minutes?
Yeah,
you're a genius.
Just while you did the pearls.
So what Gemma's done is taken the whole bundle actually with the jump rings that came with, and you see with the double drill gemstone you can add 2 layers, and it's given it that curve. The item code you need is on the screen for you right now. PCG C58, £12.95, and that was for the chainmail DVD, 200 of the jump rings, and the double drilled carnelian. Red agate, sorry. Look at that. So you've got the 2 layers. What Gemma's done is added 3 jump rings to the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the bottom, and literally it's just taken her 5 or 10 minutes to create this. It's wonderful, and you get the whole, everything, the whole shebang in that one bundle. Don't forget you get the chainmail DVD as well. Now these double drilled gemstones come in and they fly out. They were £14.45 when they were launched as a bundle. They're £12.95. I love the way, you're right, Gemma, they sit nice and flush against the skin. That is such a gorgeous summery piece with the terracottas.
I know, I've got this dress in the terracotta, and I'm thinking that would look lovely with that.
Look, where'd you get it? I love it. Tell me later, you can't talk about brand names. Don't tell me live, don't tell me live. Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity now to grab some lovely colour, and I tell you about this one strand. Hang on, it's all tethered and tangled right there. I love the texture of these. Now, the classic thing to do for me is to make a flower out of them. And like I always tell you, I'm a very lazy jewellery maker, so if I've got a teardrop that's drilled at the top, I know it's easy. Just run my monofilament through it and give it a nice tight knot, and it's a flower. That's the way I do it anyway. There's probably better ways of doing it. But you know what? These are wonderful drops in earrings. Just makes your life easier when the drops are top drilled sometimes, doesn't it, Gemma?
Yeah, absolutely. It allows you that you don't have to worry about head pins and jump rings. You can just let that drop it in a design, simply thread it on, or if you want to make flowers, etc.
Ollie's just made the point that it is easier, of course, Ollie, to make a pendant in this way. Yeah. Now, what you would do is run your wire through, and this is what I would do. You might do something different. Wrap around and around and around with your wire, probably a 0.4 and 0.6, and then do a little loop at the top. So I'm sort of going round and round and round and round. I hope this makes sense to you. Loop at the top, round and round the loop, and then neaten off. Does that sound all right to you, Gemma?
Yeah, just as one drop on an earring.
Yeah. Or even just as a pendant necklace.
Yeah.
I'd put it on a long chain, so it would be sort of down to the tummy button.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
And really simple.
Yeah, great with antique bronze wire.
And yes, antique bronze wire and our antique findings would look wonderful with this colour as well. Now, we're going to give you rose quartz. I think, Gem, classic with the rose quartz. They just go together like that, don't they? And those are so soft and so pretty and very vintage together. Then I'm going to give to you, on the other sphere, we're going to give you some garnet nuggets, which are, these are on a double strand. Mark could go mad for these. We're trying to find double nuggets yesterday. Garnet nuggets, and they're January's birthstone as well. So here we have, I think rose quartz and garnet, people understand, they know about it. Let me give you your dimensions. I'm so sorry. You have got Botswana agate. Have we got the dimensions for these Ollipops? What's the dimensions? Oh, so let me give you the Botswana agate and then I'll give you the dimensions. So you've got a big carat weight in 280 carats, but the dimensions are 17 by 4. 190 carats of Amazonite, 24 by 8. I'll count those for you because you can. I did see yesterday lots of comments on you didn't really care about the carat weight unless you were getting individual carat weights, but you wanted to know how many were in a strand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 on my strand. You should get the same. Your rose quartz, 50 carats, 10 by 6 to 6 by 4. So they're slightly graduated. And that's on a 26 centimetre strand. Garnet, big carat weight, 250 carats, and it's on a double strand look. And they're random shapes and sizes, are they, Kim? EGG C65. Actually, the pearls look wonderful with the garnet. Can you see how beautiful are pearls and garnet together? They're very classic, aren't they? You should be paying £21 for all of this. Actually, that's a good price. I'd pay that, especially after that Facebook comment of how much people were paying individually in that craft store for rose quartz. I'll pay that. I don't mind that price tag at all. How about, do you know what though? Bottle of wine would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's give you an excuse to get these in a bottle of wine because you made a saving. £14 and 95 pence. You don't have to have wine, obviously. You can have water or squash. It's not as nice, says Amelia. It's not, is it? Oh, hot chocolate's quite nice. £14 and 95 pence. EGGC 65 for £14 and 95 pence. You've got yourself a deal. Well done to everybody that's on the phone lines. Don't forget your 30-day money-back guarantee. And don't forget to check out your baskets if you are shopping with us online. Now, we're going to go to 21. Oh, yeah. Heavenly blues. Oh, look at these. Oh, Gem.
They're pretty.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? Do you know what I would do? I just want a necklace out of that. That is gorgeous. Maxi dress necklace.
That's it, set for the beach with that, aren't you?
Oh, I thought you said box 21. Hang on. I got it. Can't hear you. I remember now, it's really hard to understand your accent. That's why. Can't hear. Do-do-do-do-do. And I think she must have said 22. She is, but Kim, you've got the strongest accent I've ever heard in my life. But I love you for it. It's brilliant. I could just sit there and just listen to what Kim says. Your dad, I bet your dad's from Sheffield. I bet he can't understand a word you're saying. You don't communicate. Ma. That's actually communicate more. Have a look. So we've got golden obsidian for you. Look at that. Can you see that? Now there you go. That's why we love golden obsidian. Can you see how gorgeous is this strand? Ollie's saying there's one in here that looks like tiger's eye. Wow, yeah, I see. And I just think this gemstone is fascinating. Double trouble, a bit like Kim and I. That's why we're never allowed out together after 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, I couldn't go on a night out with Kim. She walks home on her own. I am so cross with her. I get really cross with Kim when she tells me her stories of her nights out. I walked home. How long did it take her to get home? 45. You should never. We'll have this argument with Kim later. You should never do that. If you were my daughter, you'd be grounded, even though you're 23. I'd go nuts if Mia did that. I'd go nah. I would rather you rang me and said it's 3 o'clock in the morning, will you come and get me? We'll talk about this later, shall we? Shall we do this later? Because it's making me cross. If anything ever happened to you, I'd be very angry. Ollie's just saying, I remember those days waking up in a book. What? Is this what goes on in the city? I've never done that, no. I need to live. I've never done half the things these kids do, I tell you. Let's have a look at the double trouble strand. I feel a little bit tame in comparison, actually. That's me saying that. Gloucestershire girls don't do things like that, do they? No. We don't. What are you keeping your head down for, Kroger? UWG C40 is your item code. These are 10mm rounds. Now, Gemma, you're working with golden obsidian right now.
I am.
What are you loving about it?
I love its warmth. I love how it goes with greens, browns. I love the depth of it, the sparkle inside. It's lovely. It's just gorgeous.
I think it's unexpected, that wonderful flash. Do you know what? We've got malachite coming up for you in later's show, is what I was about to say, which is brilliant grammar. Have a look. Have a look at your malachite together with that. It's a striking combination, isn't it? I really like that. You like this one, do you, Amelia? Let me pop that there. We're going to give you a great price tag. Thank you so much for being involved today. At £9.95, you're getting a wonderful opportunity. That's less than £5 a strand. Please don't forget to click to like us on Facebook on the Facebook page and get interactive with us today. Any text messages? You have to remind Kim about text messages because she's rubbish at checking them. She's going to check in a minute. Tell us what you're loving about the show on Facebook today. Look at that. Gorgeous. Right, now, I'm going to give you... Oh, I love this kit. Stop the clock. I have found the clue. Look at this. Rose gold findings, Gemma Crow.
Yes, I know. I was lucky, wasn't I, with my kits?
Rose gold findings. My favourite. Is this on solid sterling silver? Is it rose gold on copper? Oh, I love them. I want this just for the findings alone. Let me look at the gemstone. Oh, the gemstones are gorgeous as well. Very darling buds of May. Let me show you. Do you remember that? These lot probably don't remember it. You know what I mean. Have a look. They're so young though, Ollie, these people. Darling Buds of May was... it's not fair, is it? I don't want to be young yet, though. I've done it. I've done it, Ollie. I'm over it. You want to stay the age you are? Bit younger, he said. Have a look. These colours, Gem, are very oriental, actually, the blue and white together, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
And actually... Go on. What?
I say it's really nice to have the rose gold with it. You'd automatically think silver, wouldn't you? But the rose gold really lifts it, gives it a different edge.
To me, it makes it look oriental. Yeah. Very sort of Japanese colours, yeah, which I just love. I love it.
It is gorgeous. Gorgeous kit.
Oh, it's so summery. When you add that white in, so summery. Can I just before I get really involved with this kit, because I'm about to absolutely, can I just ask you, because somebody's just asked, how have we got any of the double drill gemstones? Somebody being Gemma, have we got any of the double drill? How many? Gemma's made the cross as well now, which I'll show you in a bit. You need to be quick. We've got how many? Oh, less than 40, so not very many at all. Now these, let me just talk to you about these colours. You've got a real freshness with the whites. And look at the blue and white together. You've got different shapes, different sizes, but you've got the rose gold findings in here. Now this is, as far as I'm aware, the only kit available with rose gold findings within it. You've got 1 metre of chain, your eye pins, your head pins. You have got your 2 toggle clasps, your heart one there and your round one there. You've got 2 chandelier findings. You can use those for necklaces, for earrings, for bracelets. You can overlap them. Loads of ideas with those. You've got 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks, your bolt ring and matching jump ring. You've got your 7mm jump rings. You've got your crimp beads, your crimp bead covers, and your rose gold balls. There is so much. You've got 100 findings in this kit. Look at the gemstones. Let's get on over to Gemma as soon as we can, because the jewellery that she's created is outstanding. LBG C20 for blue pagoda. The sodalite drops are 14 by 10, 6mm in the faceted rounds. The white agate rounds are 4mm, 10mm on the howlite, and the white quartz are 6mm too. Are you ready for a wonderful opportunity at just £21.95? You've got 100 rose gold findings. I love this kit. When we're thinking about making jewellery with a combination like this, like my first train of thought was a very oriental fit. I said this to you earlier, didn't I absolutely love this necklace. It's incredible.
It's a nice, it's the fan design, but it's just added to slightly. But again, those rose gold just really lift it out, gives you that opportunity, doesn't it?
It's amazing. Now, can you imagine wearing this and how well it would sit against the decolletage? It's a striking piece of jewellery. It's absolutely fantastic. Just fabulous. Now you have done the ladder weave. Is this a ladder weave?
No, that's on after Mark. That's the technique I learnt from Mark, the macrame technique, making the little flowers.
I like that.
It suits it. It's very pretty, isn't it? When you put those blues and whites together, it's so.
Do you know, it's so summery.
Yeah, it reminds me of embroidery anglais and that sort of teacups in the park.
Yes, teacups in the park. I like it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Stretchy ring, you got that?
Yeah, I'm going to try that on.
My mum tried this on, and my mum's not a big wearer of jewellery, and my mum tried that on.
Your mum's not a big wearer of jewellery?
No, she doesn't.
What a waste, having a daughter like you that she could steal from. Amazing pieces.
I know, and I keep thinking, well, I'll make her something that she'll wear, but she doesn't wear it very often. But she put that on yesterday. She said, no, I'd wear that.
This lovely ring?
A little stretchy ring, because it's easy, it's simple, you know, you don't have to mess about with it. It fits anyone, because it's stretchy. So it's just a nice little addition, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. I love what you've done, sort of putting them the other way up, almost bottom to bottom.
Yeah.
It is very cute. I like it a lot. And then you've got your long over-the-head necklace here. Very fashionable, these, at the moment. I'm sorry, Kaz. And again, the tassels, the Gatsby tassels are everywhere. Yeah. I think Debbie Bolford started that craze. Other people might say Leonardo DiCaprio had something to do with it. I say it was all Debbie Bolford. Or someone in the 20s said, oh, this is, I can't, don't let me near it.
It's on. So
I know, I want to use it now. Can I touch that, or is it hot?
No, it's hot.
Okay.
That's not hot, that's...
Such a child, this isn't hot.
No, the tip of the gun is.
Okay, do it quickly because I'm going to start gluing things otherwise. Okay, so which technique are you going to show us?
I'm going to show you how to create that, the fan part of the necklace there.
Can I put it on the overhead camera, Ollie, so everyone can see it?
See if I'm in the
It's amazing. Do you know what? Look, it stays in place. I love that, Gemma, I love it.
It sits
I'm just going to try it on. Just, it's polite too, Gemma, I'm not stealing it.
Yeah. Just a white shirt and jeans, white t-shirt.
Isn't that? It's very summery.
Yeah, it is. I think it's going to match anybody's skin tone, is it? The denim blue, which matches everyone, and the rose gold, which is universal as well. You
told me, Gemma, because you do jewellery parties, that blue's the most popular colour.
It is. Blue is the most popular colour with everyone, and Sodalite, it's got every tone of blue in there, and it's just like denims, and everyone's got a pair of denims.
And you know what, in the summer, a little pair of denim, shorts, or, you know, the ones that go up to the knee, what are they called? Pedal pushers. Yeah. Is that what they're called, or is that just what I call them?
3/4 length trousers.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That sounds more attractive.
Right, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to start the fan design, because even now when I do it, I have to really think about it, and you know, and I'm used to doing it. So I'm going to show you how to start it, and then move on to the finishing. So to start your fan off, you need a little. What you need essentially is on the outside of your fan you need bigger stones, and on the inside you need smaller, so you're going to taper. So the stones, the teardrops are tapered, so that's the smallest, the inside of the fan, and the large sodalite there on the outside are going to be the outside of the fan. So I threaded a tiny little, what were these? Are these agate?
These are agate, yeah, white agate.
Tiny little white agate on, and then a sodalite, and then a
how loud?
And then another sodalite, okay. And then what you do is you take one end, you cut a nice long length of thread, beading thread, and you take one end, the end with your smallest stone on, and thread it through the, God, I'm getting everything mixed up today.
Where have you gone through? The sodalite?
Through the sodalite. There we go. And that's how you start your fan. And then you would keep repeating. And I've got to this stage so I can show you putting the last one on. Once you've done one, once you've started and then done one, you know where you are. So if you can imagine, I've carried on and I'm here. So you would then add on another of your tiny agates for the centre. So that smaller one's always going to go to the tip of your sodalite. And then a highlight on the fatter end, so that sits there, and then one more of your sodalite drops, the fatter end next to the larger bead, and then thread it on, and then take the end with the smaller beads on through the sodalite. Okay, and pull. Right. So there is your fan shape. And then instead of if you carry on like that, you'll eventually make a circle. But I wanted this sort of semicircular shape. So across the top then I've threaded 4 of my tiny agates. So you can see both ends of my thread are this side of my necklace. So I'm going to take 4 agates and pop it on the thread that's in the centre, that's coming out through the smaller hole, the smaller end of the sodalite, and I'm going to thread on 4. Are you playing with my glue gun?
No.
4 of my agates.
Okay, I was.
All I can hear in the background is, oh, ow.
No, I didn't hurt myself. I'm just like, I've had a really genius idea.
Yes.
Well, I'm like making my own hair grips, and you know how you need the little blobs on the end? That's what I'm going to do.
Yes, this is what we're doing, Jenny.
I need one of these. We're going to give it to you later. Can I just say, I've made a glitter ball. I'm so excited. You're not seeing it yet. Sorry, you carry on.
Stop
I'm just
interrupting
gonna.
me. Right. So I've got my 4 little agates there, and I'm going to thread this strand through the sewed light on the other end. And there you go. You've now got your fan shape. And then this is ready to carry on up your neckline, carrying on threading your beads on. Now to get the little sticky outy bits, it really is as simple as taking a head pin, and the holes on this sodalite are plenty big enough to get a head pin through.
Oh,
so,
you're going to go through there.
So you literally go from the centre, so the ball head pin is in the centre, pop it through and pull it tight. Okay? And do that with through each sodalite. Now it looks like I've cut them to graduate, but I haven't. It's just simply because there's an arc, as they splay out at different angles, when you add a little bead onto the end, they drop at different lengths. So it just works perfectly for you in your favour. Nothing.
You've made a real feature out of that rose gold.
Yeah, well, it's worth it, isn't it? Because rose gold is a feature in itself, and you might as well see it, have it on display. So you can see there, head pin through each, and then on the end of each head pin, I've just made a little loop. So turn a little loop with your round nose pliers right to the tip, and turn a loop straight back on itself. Now I have made it like a pea for this. I haven't made it like a lollipop because...
Why?
Because I want the bead to sit just below. I don't need it. If from the front, I want it to look straight.
Okay, so you do...
So I haven't kinked it back on itself. I wanted a straight look.
Yeah, otherwise it would sort of pull out a little bit.
So you just do that on each one. That will stop them pulling through as well. And then I've just added on the end of each of those, I'll just show you quickly, pop a head pin through one of your beads and then create a little loop. Now it's up to you how you do this. I tend to kink my wire back on itself first, then cut it to around about 1 centimetre or ½ inch, and then roll my pliers around in a loop to create a loop. And then you simply do that for all of your beads in whatever combination you like, and then add them to these little spikes that you've made. And there you have it. It's as simple as that. It really is a very simple but effective technique.
That dangle, it is very, very vintage looking.
It is, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it looked lovely with rose quartz.
It's the rose gold. I love it. And don't forget, you've got 100 rose gold findings with this kit. Beautiful gemstones. I haven't actually seen those sodalite drops outside of this kit. No. I think they're stunning together with the rose gold, and it's the rose gold and the combination that really give it that almost an oriental lift, but you've really brought it to the 1920s with your designs here. £21.95 is your price tag. You should be paying over £40 if you were shopping for these individually, so you are getting a wonderful price tag. 100 findings. Also, you get all the regulars, your beading thread, your elastic, and your monofilament. We will always offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee. We are super busy today, so make sure you're on the ball. Now, you are going to want the Dremel. I'm telling you, you'll want it. What have you done? I love that. Is it a secret? Well, I've just made my own button. It's ridiculous because I got really excited because I made a button. I'm just waiting for it to dry. I don't think it's dry yet.
That's sort of what I was planning on doing, but using it in this.
Look at the spark. Oh, what, putting it in with your... Will that pick off yet? It's not dry yet. You can keep that button.
Yeah, oh, thank you. I might incorporate it.
If I had one of these, you wouldn't see me for days. I'd be just... Everything would be glue gunned.
Sorry, Jane, can I mention as well that the jewellery, suite of jewellery there is made, but look what's left. This is all what's left.
Oh my gosh, all of this, I thought you had an extra.
No, this is...
Gemma's made all of this jewellery, a big feature, and all of this is left.
There's easily another necklace.
You get
a couple of pairs of earrings in there.
What do you think of the price tag in comparison to the...
I haven't seen the price tag.
£21.95.
Yeah, it's a brilliant price tag. It's 5 strands.
5 strands, definitely a must-have buy. I've got to go over to the centre. Kim's screaming at me. Actually, she says you haven't got time now. You've gas bagged for so long. You're going to do it from the centre. Have a look. Oh, I love these colours. They are just so holiday, aren't they, these colours? When you look at them all together.
Like a lagoon.
Is this topaz, the blue? Looks like topaz. It's quartz.
Wow.
Look at that colour. Looks like topaz, doesn't it?
It does.
These are amazing together. Have a look. The cubes, I love to add the texture. What did you do with these for, Gem? Let me just move all this out of the way. There's so many gemstones.
I think maybe a little charm with those cubes, a little charm bracelet with those cubes. Some rings with the topaz, which isn't topaz.
It looks, it's quartz, it looks like topaz.
No, it's lovely. Nice little bracelets, I think.
Let's give you an individual glimpse of each strand. You have got your 8mm blue quartz. You have got your 6mm blue quartz. You have got your white quartzites. They're 4mm. You've got your green aventurines. They are 4mm. Now it's reminding me, and this is crazy, of water parks. You know, when you take the children to water parks and there's slides and there's aqua slides, you know, and it's just sprays of water everywhere. That's what the colours are, are so aquatic. They're beautiful together, aren't they?
Yeah, they are lovely. Really lovely.
I've never seen a strand like this blue quartz. I genuinely thought it was topaz. It does look like topaz.
It's definitely.
If it was topaz, it would be so expensive. It's beautiful. Perfect summer bundle, and you've got the texture in there with those little charms. I love the square gemstones. When they're corner drilled, you just get such an amazing luster, don't you?
That's right. You can just pop 3 or 4 on a head pin through an earring. That looks lovely because they, you know, because the facets are unusual, aren't they? Yeah,
they are. They are unusual, and with those you can make tassels. They can go on the end of chain for a tassel, can't they?
Yeah.
Just beautiful. Swirling Seas EJG C30 is your item code. You've got a wonderful foursome here of colour, summer colour, absolutely beautifully subtle still, but very, very fresh, very, very beautiful. And I'm thinking here, ladder weaves, I'm thinking doing something. I would create a piece of jewellery with all of this colour in one item.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you've got abalone or something in your stash, that would be a lovely gem to put with that, wouldn't it?
Perfect with abalone.
Really summery.
With that power shell, and we have got some on the website if you're wondering. We're going to give you a wonderful opportunity to get these 4 gemstones for one crazy price tag. It does look like just like topaz, but it isn't. It's quartz. There are so many of you on the phone lines. Can I just say, so lovely to have your company today. We are super busy. We were super busy last night. And we are super busy this morning. I love your company so much. Please don't go anywhere. Are you ready? £12.95 is your price tag, which is £3.23 per strand. 4 strands of gorgeousness, freshness, beauty, like the colour of raindrops in that blue. It's just beautiful. Oh, 50 of these have been allocated already. How many have we got altogether, Kim? We've only got 90 of these left. It is a good price tag, isn't it? 36912, just over £3.30 per strand.
Wow, that is brilliant, isn't it? Even if
under that because it's 4 strands. £3.23 per strand.
Crikey.
Wonderful, Kimmy. Absolutely. Do you know what? We've got the Lazy Daisy coming up later. These will look incredible incorporated, maybe with some nice fine Lazy Daisy Viking knit silver chain. Yes. Would look lovely with these. I'd put silver with it. I'd put the blue wire with this, the chartreuse wire with this would look good as well, wouldn't it?
It would, definitely. Even the antique wire if you want to tone it down slightly, if you want that more vintage summer look.
Have you got the Swalligan? Have you got the Swalligan?
Yeah.
Have we got any back in stock?
Debbie gave me some samples.
I knew you'd like that. Very, very, very vintage. £12.95. Now it's time to check out your gorgeous designs in the Wall of Fame. I love this kind of wire work. I can't do that. I've tried. I can't get it neat enough.
You can with practice.
I will, yeah. It's just I've got to take time.
Yeah.
418. I think you're extremely talented. Sharon from Cannock in Staffordshire. Morning, says Sharon. This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A 10mm black obsidian bead. So we've been giving you lots of obsidian today with the silver-plated wire work from JM. Most of my pendants tend to become more dramatic, but I was asked to do something more delicate. I hope you like it. I love it. You know what, Sharon? We've had lots and lots of obsidian in today, and, you know, it is a gemstone to rave about. And what I've noticed here is that black wire around the edge of that obsidian.
No, I think that's just a reflection. It's so reflective, isn't it? It looks like a black wire.
I think that is just so perfect, so beautiful.
Beautiful design.
Well done, Sharon. Which one have you got?
I got 419, and it's from Kate Ritchie in South Wales, and she says, "Hi all at JM. Please find attached this week's entry to the Wall of Fame. This is a simple stretchy bracelet made with rose quartz and labradorite beads from JM, and a dragonfly charm for my stash."
I like that.
And me. I love how the labradorite shimmers when it moves on my wrist. Lots of love from Kate Ritchie. And it's gorgeous, Kate.
It is gorgeous, Kate.
Lovely combo.
Look
Pink and grey.
at this.
Oh, I so want to know how to do that.
Can't you chainmail? You of all people, Gemma.
I've learnt some basics, but I want to do that with the bead.
Look, she's got the big jump rings and the smaller jump
That's
rings.
on the
With the
DVD.
what have you just seen that?
Beads.
Oh, these are beads.
Yeah.
The thick jump
Share
rings.
everywhere, Jenny. Everybody's getting excited at me to see it.
Sorry, yes, here you go. 420, Louise Jones, you are literally amazing. Look at that, Louise. Louise says, "This is my first entry to the Wall of Fame for a few months. It took me 4 hours to make this bracelet. It incorporates hematite rondelles and a sterling silver clasp. All components are, of course, from Jewellery Maker." Wishing you all a wonderful day. Louise, keep it up. You're amazing.
That's gorgeous.
Amazing. I'm
Could be
so
unisex
talented.
as well, couldn't it?
No one in my house is getting that. That'll go on my wrist.
Right, I've got 421. Loads of makes here.
Wow.
I know. It's from Carol in Havant. And it says, "Good
I
afternoon."
haven't been to Havant.
Oh, I had this the other day. We had a Havant the other day. Right, "Good afternoon, ladies," she says. "Here is my Wall of Fame entry, my first attempt at polymer clay. I have made some flower-shaped buttons and various other shapes, just playing really, but loads of fun. On the far right of the picture, I used the one that I thought resembled a butterfly and made a necklace for myself. Hope you like them. I'm currently watching and shining them with the Gleam Wax."
Gleam wax. Oh,
Carol.
yeah, that looks good. It smells amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous stuff.
I can't
isn't it?
stop.
It's brilliant.
Oh, it smells so good.
Well, that is brilliant. A first attempt with the polymer clay.
I bet
Just
you are
shows, doesn't
addicted.
it?
I can see that you're addicted as well, like me, because you know when you do the squidging them together and then you cut them in half, what I call a
want to do
witchetty
that.
grab. It's honestly, and you think it is actually called a lizard's tail, but it looks like a witchetty grub when you squidge it. Love it. We've just had a text in from who? Tom Edwards. Tom Dorks. Haven't been to Dorksy, have you been to Havant? I haven't. Yeah, he's laughing. 422. Look at this colour. These almost look like little flowers, don't they?
Yeah, lovely.
I like that Tom, during his time off, is in fact watching work on the telly.
That's sad, isn't it?
He's probably got his cat on his lap as well. This is how he rolls, our Tom. This is from Nan Boyd. Nana, she says, "Hi, Jewellery Maker. Here is my first entry to your Wall of Fame. I only found your channel very recently and I'm already addicted to the show." Hang on a minute, Nan. So you're a new jewellery maker. I made this necklace, 2 bracelets and a pair of earrings from a strand of blue shell and regular squares out of the She Sells Seashells 6-strand pack I purchased last week. It's not as exciting or as beautifully intricate as the entries I normally see on your Wall of Fame, but I hope you like it. Actually, Nan, it is beautiful, so that's where you're wrong. And if this is one of your first attempts, can I say, with those tassels,
Lovely.
beautiful.
Timeless, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very classic and timeless.
Nan Boyd, I love you. Number 422, well done. Now, if you are brand new to Jewellery Maker, please don't forget you get a host of free goodies with your very first order. Now, we're going to show you, after the break, this.
Lovely.
Isn't it so bridal?
Beautiful.
This little beauty here. And we are also going to give you what Gemma and I are absolutely crazy about. Gemma.
That is so stunning. Well, they're all stunning. But
this one in particular for me is probably the strand of the day.
Yeah. I don't know, it's hard to pick.
No, the pearls are the strand of the day.
I know,
and that one.
But there's another one over there as well.
Which one?
The one that Paula brought this morning. That one's...
I didn't see that. Was she? Where did she come in when I wasn't in here?
Yeah, you must have been.
I was doing my makeup.
Doing your makeup.
Takes me a long time.
There's some beauties today.
I can't wait till after the break. Do not go anywhere. We have got so many gorgeous treats for you after this.
Our commitment here at Jewellery Maker is to provide you with genuine gemstones. Many places might not be able to do that, but we want to guarantee it. So how do we do it? We go to the laboratories and we get tests. We have our own in-house gemologists that can guarantee that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Are you stuck for ideas or inspiration when using wire? Perhaps you're not confident with a particular technique, or you need help to finish off a piece? Then come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our Perfect Your Technique workshop. Bring along your unfinished piece and spend the day with our wirework expert. Get hints and tips on how to give your jewellery that professional look. The full course includes a selection of different coloured and gauge wire, a generous bead scoop, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for $79.95. For information, call our contact centre on 0800 644 655.
Oh, it's heavenly and divine, and it's coming up for you in a couple of minutes. Look how it sparkles. Oh, I need it. Just look at that. Oh, so pretty. This little beauty here is one of Gemma. You know, Gemma just said to me, I've got one of my strands of the day. It's got to be the pearls for me were outstanding. I absolutely love the strand of quartz. Somebody on Facebook said to me the other day, because Mark and I were saying last night, I hate just calling it mixed quartz because you've got citrine in strands, you've got wonderful amethyst in some strands, and they're coming, and so a wonderful Facebooker said, call it the Quartz All-Stars. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now, let me show you my presenter's pick. Have a look at this. The Lazy Daisy for me is something I haven't yet got. I've seen you use it, Gemma,
yeah,
and I love it. I love the result. And when I think of Laura Binding, I think Viking weave,
yeah,
and she can achieve that with the Lazy Daisy. It's very, 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 very easy. And if, like me, you're someone who can't knit, I can't. I'm all thumbs with knitting. I just can't do it. It's ridiculous, isn't it? This I can do. I have done it on air. I haven't got one of these, but I know I can do it. And you get all the wire and the Viking knit. Now I chose this because I love that. And actually, all of us were upstairs talking about this just the other day. I love that we are now really embracing all of our other crafting talents that we have. And it might be you're sat there thinking, well, you know what, I don't have any crafting talents. I bet you do. I bet you can, if you can knit or you can sew or anything like that, That is a talent, a crafting talent that you have, and you can incorporate it in your jewellery making skills. And if you already know how to do something, you're already confident in doing it, I think that will sort of help you with your designs, and it will make you feel more confident as a jewellery maker. Before all of this, we're just going to give to you. Which one am I going to do first, Kim? Now I've got for you, let me talk to you about this. Morganite, aquamarine. You've got a multicoloured beryl here. Morganite, aquamarine, canary kunzite. Absolutely stunning, all on one strand. Now, Gemma and I have been looking at this strand since this morning, and both of us agree that it's got to be one of the most outstanding strands we've seen. Now, I was speaking to Linda the other day, and Linda was saying to me, it's strands like this that aren't perfectly round and aren't perfectly square that she started jewellery making for, because there's no way, she was telling me, you could ever mistake that this jewellery has been handcrafted, that this jewellery has been handcrafted using organic gemstones. You can see that this strand is a strand of a beautiful organic gemstone. You've got mixed beryl. This is beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely striking. When you get strands that are so different, your jewellery is going to be so different. Your jewellery is going to stand out from the crowds. You're going to make jewellery that perhaps you've never ever made before. You've got all your basic techniques that you've learnt using those conventional shapes, and now you're ready to embrace a shape like this. Mix it with those pearls, treat them individually perhaps, put them all together. Now this is going to be a high-end bundle. I think we are already very, very aware of that. You have got, now let me show you. Are these both brand new, never seen before strands? Have a look. Just look at all of the individual gemstones on this one strand. Now, it was brought to my attention, I know I've already mentioned this in today's show, it was brought to my attention that there is a big craft store out there that sells things like rose quartz individually, and there was a certain price tag. Now these are typically so much more expensive than rose quartz because you've got aquamarine, you've got morganite, and you've got canary kunzite, all in one incredible strand. This is a strand of utter luxury. This is a strand of decadence and beauty. This is a strand of organic structure. Surely you would pay, I would pay at least £25 for a strand like that, wouldn't you? I would. Then you've got aquamarine. Already, so very, well, for years, I'm saying already, so for so many years, aquamarine has been one of the most highly regarded gemstones. You walk into a high-end jeweller, you see aquamarine with all these gorgeous diamonds. Just, you know, as a jewellery maker, I love the fact that we are working with gemstones like this, and I think you feel proud of your jewellery when you tell your customers. I mean, I don't have customers, I'll give my jewellery to my friends or I'll keep it, but to say to them, that's aquamarine, you know, they're shocked that I've been able to get hold of aquamarine. Pearls, the same thing, these are real pearls. There is that shock element, there's that shock factor, and then you've captivated your audience there. Now, Gemma, when we're getting such incredible shapes, such wonderful sizes, as a jewellery maker, we know how wonderful these gemstones are already, but talk to me about the shape and size of these gemstones and how they will work with the jewellery designs that I want to create.
Exactly, Linda hit the nail on the head when she said about them being unmistakably real, because I think a lot of people who don't know jewellery maker prices would assume that you wouldn't be able to afford to make with those gemstones. So for one, they've got that edge instantly. Yeah, instantly. And then you can just make, I mean, for me, I might put all of those individually in rings, you know, and you've got, and you were saying about the strand there, you've got a strand of stories as well, because usually you buy morganite or canary, kunzite, on its own, you're buying into the story, aren't you? But there you've got it all together, and you only have to buy the one strand. So you can have all those stories, you know, without buying multiple strands.
And by talking about stories, you mean all the myths and legends that are behind the gemstones, the famous people that own the gemstones. Marilyn Monroe was said to be a big lover of morganite. Kunzite was a gemstone that was in the Jacqueline Onassis collection. JFK gave Jacqueline Onassis a big kunzite ring. You know, aquamarine is a gemstone that was the original gemstone placed into engagement jewellery. Two wonderful strands, have a look. Two wonderful strands of distinction. You should be paying over £30 for both of these, but today you're going to be given the most incredible opportunity. You've got to be on the phones for these as quickly as you can. From the Gems of Distinction collection, I give you two outstanding strands for under £20. You need to be, I'm going to be honest with you, I thought we were going to go a lot higher. That's £9.97 per strand. You must check out baskets if you're shopping with us online today. That code that you need, GEG C24. You've got your luxury lagoon. You've got 145 carats in the multi-strand and 90 carats in the aquamarine. They're both 18 centimetre strands. I'm going to count the gemstones for you. I have been listening to you on Facebook, I promise you, and I will count them for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 that I have got in my multi-barrel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in my aquamarine. 17 rings perhaps of each strand, 58 pence per gemstone. Now I know you've seen individual gemstones of, let's say, well, that aren't as highly regarded as the strands that I've got for you right now, and you've seen them a lot higher individually. Right now you're getting an utter deal, utterly beautiful strands, absolutely gorgeous, breathtaking, captivating. I love them. Well done to everyone. Now, we have now gone limited on this strand. Kim, let me know how many have we got left exactly? Oh, we started with 140. We are now approaching limited. Well over half of the stock has been allocated. So you need to be very quick. Right now, I'm going to give to you, I love them. You need to be on the phone lines for the chalcedony. You have got that uber sparkle. That's what I'm going to call it. It's uber sparkle. And the colour is amazing. You know what? If you're doing bridal jewellery, you know, something blue, these will look perfect in your tiaras. The way they're going to glimmer is just incredible. Now, if you have decided that you are going to create jewellery that oozes luxury, that does have a higher price tag, this is your chance. Do you know what? When we first start jewellery making, I've done the exact same thing, stretchy bracelets. You start to, you want to get a pride in your work, and you start to do things that are easy, and then you think to yourself, I'm going to just push the boat out. I'm going to try different techniques. So you've tried your different techniques. Now it's time to embrace those special gemstones. The gemstones I've got for you now, blue mystic coated chalcedony, a soft, delicate colour, a very expensive looking strand, and anything that sparkles as amazingly as a strand like this you need in your collection. If you want something different, this is your strand. Something set aside from the round, from the square, from the big pendant. This is your strand. Something that gives you elegance and beauty. This is your strand. Again, from the Gems of Distinction collection. Very limited stock. A brand new strand for you, never seen before, graduated from between 6x4 to 9x5. I'm going to keep my promise and count them for you. Your monkeys, it's going to take me a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3. 33. There you go. I'll do it for you. You get 33 of them individually on the graduation. These are going to work in earrings. These are going to work in clusters. These are going to look incredible in fascinators and tiaras. They'll work in conjunction with your mesh. They'll work beautifully with other gemstones that you've got. They look stunning on their own. Those small pearls we gave you earlier, striking together. This gorgeous strand we're going to give you later, harmonious, heavenly together. Are you ready? Oh, look what I've got. I think these would be the perfect spaces if you were going to space them out. Now, I could give you, and I could justify this strand, £24.95. Gemma, when we see strands like this, we do expect a higher price tag, and I don't want to ever mislead anybody into thinking this is going to be a sort of £6, £7, £8, £95 strand, because it isn't. It really isn't. There's something very different about this strand. It's more expensive for us to buy, and you can see why. I mean, you've got something that is going to add that touch of class and is going to add that touch of expense to your jewellery. What would you pay for a strand like this?
I think I would be expecting around £27.95, that sort of price, because it's really special, isn't it? I mean, chalcedony, that beautiful, and then with the coating as well. With that sparkle. Now, if you were to buy it at £27.95, would you be confident that you could make a profit off it as somebody that does sell their jewellery on? Yeah, without a doubt. Oh, I think the pearls that we had earlier. The big ones? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the pearls are a feature on their own, but just adding one of those in on the centre or something like that, so you can really space those out, because, I mean, chalcedony has a name, you know, it has an inherent value, doesn't it? Absolutely agree with that. Yes, yeah. You're right. Now, we're not going to charge you anywhere near the price tag we should. We're going to give you an introductory price tag. Now, it might be that you've just started out doing bridal jewellery. I don't want you to confuse the price tag I'm about to give you with a future price tag, because I'm pretty certain when you see this gemstone strand again, it could be higher. I can't guarantee you're ever going to get this introductory price again. It's going to add that air, that element of expense to your jewellery, difference to your jewellery. It's going to make your jewellery gleam and glimmer and shine. It's going to give you that wow factor. MCR U68, 90 carats of your blue chalcedony. You've got over 30 gemstones in the one strand for £12.95. If we're giving you this strand for £10 more, Gemma's still standing behind the fact that you would be able to make a profit on it if you were a jewellery maker like her that sells the jewellery on. That's Gemma's opinion, and I'm sure you're feeling the same way. £12.95. In my mind, they should be so much higher. Well done to everybody that has got theirs. Now, this is a very limited edition strand. If you're lucky enough to have it in a basket, please check that basket out, because we can't guarantee stock within those baskets. It's just a wish list if you don't check out. And also, somebody on the phone lines could come and snap it up. Now, there are small queues on the phone lines. If you don't have time to wait for a couple of minutes, then please do shop online on jewellerymaker.com. £12.95 is your price tag. MCRU68. Oh, how many have we got left, Kim? Because the phone lines, I can see, are absolutely buzzing. We've only got a few of these left. You need to make sure, if you see these again, I can't guarantee that price tag. I must make that very, very clear right now on the off. This price tag is an introductory price tag only. So if you do see these higher, please don't think, they've jacked the price. It's not that. It's that you're getting an introductory price tag right now that I can't ever guarantee again. Now's the time to buy this strand. Love it. How about, talking of love it, another gorgeous kit that has been worked with by the genius that is Gemma Crow. It was put together by Sheila, who, do you know what? I love Sheila's designs. I think they're so classic, and the clusters that Sheila does, very wearable, very stealable jewellery, actually, eh, Sheila? I'm always trying to get my hands on her jewellery. It is a low stock kit. We've got less than 100 of these, so please make sure you're shopping quick. Now, I've got a strand of texture here. If you love Mark's designs, you'll love all the texture he throws into his designs, and you've got the shorter chips of Botswana agate in this strand. Now, you've got something very beachy, something very sort of Brighton Beach with the Brighton Beach pebble tones within this strand. And I love that you've got the texture there as well. It's Botswana agate
strand of short chips. They're all around 17 by 4 millimeters, so they're roughly the same size. Look at this smoky quartz. Now it's such a deep, almost got ready tones to the smoky quartz. When I first saw it, I did have to really look at it to decide whether it was garnet or smoky quartz. And then you've got, aren't these earthy? It's called Out of Africa. And you've got your wonderful jasper faceted rounds at 4 mil. Very mossy, those tones, aren't they? Your carnelian rounds are 10 mil. Now you've got 4 wonderful strands that boast rich, earthy tones. And when you've got rich, earthy tones, I think you can afford to be quite gemstone heavy with pieces because it's not going to be overbearing. Very, very wearable. I love that all 3 of our kits have offered something new to the jewellery making table today, do you? We've got wire. Now this is Gemma's favourite colour wire. 0.6 wire again is wonderful for you if you are making your own earring findings. It's wonderful for you if you want to do some intricate detailed pieces and you want to use a wire that's going to keep its shape, but you don't want it to be too flexible. So where a 0.4 wire is wonderful if you want to do intricate weaving detailed work or your lazy daisy and things like that. 0.6 is great because it will allow you the structure as well as the detail. 0.6 is probably the most versatile. You will need all different densities for all different jobs because they all have their specific place in jewellery making. 0.6 I think is the perfect one if you're starting out with wire. I made the mistake of starting out with 1 mil, which I love, and I made rings out of. I got achy thumbs, and then I realised actually this would have been a much better thing to do. You have got everything else with this kit, including your beading thread, your elastic, and your monofilament. And you know what? Another one with antique findings. I love them, Gemma. I love them.
They are really lovely. That matte finish is, I don't know, just adds something.
If you love the Swelligan, you'll love these, won't you?
Yeah, yeah.
It gives you that wonderful vintage feel to your, well, the antique feel to your jewellery. And I just think, you know, it's really nice to have something so different. And we all know that Gatsby trend is absolutely, well, it's trending everywhere, isn't it? Everyone wants to look 1920s or vintage. And, you know, right from the hair to the accessories, we are all loving what's going on in our magazines at the moment. I'm having so much fun flicking through all of the really expensive jewellers and looking at all these amazing collections. Yesterday, I saw so many on one of my favourite websites I was on, you know, the expensive jewellers that are famous for doing that, the engagement ring. If you go on their website now, it begins with T, go on their website now and you will see the whole Gatsby collection on their homepage. Just the most inspiring, all tassels, 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 pearly things like 700 quid for a tassel, pearl tassel. They're beautiful. You can create that Gatsby style from a kit like this. Should be the best part of £40 actually, over £36 for this kit. QIG C47, it's called Out of Africa. And as soon as you see Gemma's jewellery, I know you're gonna need this kit in your life. Are you ready? Limited stock, £17.95 is your price tag. Now, to get such a low price tag, now remember, £36, you are saving nearly £20 by buying all together. Wonderful. I mean, do you know what? Jewellery Maker prices are already great. We don't need to toy with them in this way, but we're going to. Now, we're going to go on over to that lovely lady and have a look at Gemma's jewellery. Now, are we ready? Are we trotting on? I'm coming over to you, my dear.
I'm ready for you.
Oh, Gem! I love this bracelet.
It's
look
cute,
at
isn't it?
I love it.
I just love those colours. I love the colours in that mixed agate strand. Absolutely gorgeous. They remind me of festivals and, you know, really classy hippies. Do you know what I mean?
I grew up with hippies. I know exactly.
But,
my mum is a hippie.
A classy hippie, you know?
Classy hippie?
Yeah, something I aspire to be one day.
Yeah, like a Sienna Miller style.
Yeah, that sort of, yeah.
Boho chic.
Yes, that's it.
Are you a hippie, Crow?
I'm a wannabe hippie.
You want to hang around with my mum? She's just...
I'm a hippie at heart.
Yeah. Never watched telly when we were little. It was always records and... Yeah, I hated it, but... I didn't. I had a brilliant childhood, but I just wished my mum was normal and had Tupperware. So all I used to say, why can't you have Tupperware? Yeah, I am blaming my mum for the way I am. I had no Tupperware in my life when I was little, and I really missed...
That's unfair, isn't it?
Yeah, see, normal mums had Tupperware. Yeah, Claire says her mum had Tupperware that all matched. And when I was little, all these mums used to go to Tupperware parties, and there's no way my mum was going to Tupperware parties.
My mum was a national exhibitor for...
Tupperware?
Not Tupperware, it was Carla Pottery, which at the time, it's not in existence anymore, so it doesn't matter if I say it, but at the time was a really big deal, along with Tupperware. So she was... Yeah,
I just always wanted one of those mothers that went to those kind of parties and their houses were normal and they didn't have crazy things dangling from everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like a dream catcher.
We should have swapped. Although I wouldn't give my mum up for the world.
No, I wouldn't either. As crazy and bonkers as she is, she's a brilliant old bird. Now, I've put this on because I love it. I'm just right up these colours are perfect.
They are, they're lovely.
Isn't it gorgeous? Colours. I love it, Gemma, I love it. Now, these earrings as well, I love. You've made your own... Oh, I love this. I love them all. Do you know what? It's a very boho... kit.
It is.
A bohemian kit.
I think it could have been put together in so many ways. It's so versatile. So you could get it home and do something completely different with it. But each strand in its own right was just lovely to work even on its own, you know. And the oranges are gorgeous.
Look at this. Oh my gosh, I've just realised how you've done this. Look in the middle. Can you see?
Natalia talked last week about, I think it was last Thursday, about vertical necklaces and how she encountered them a lot in Europe. So I thought I'd do a take on that, sort of a vertical necklace,
oh,
where much lower than the standard.
Which technique are you going to show us, my darling girl?
The bracelet.
The one I'm wearing?
Yes.
Oh, does that mean I'm not taking it off?
You can keep it on.
Thank you. Can I do a Kay's catalogue pose? Other catalogues are available.
Now, I wanted to do this because it's like making jump rings, but beaded jump rings. So if you were really clever and really patient, well, not really clever, but just really patient, I originally wanted to make a sort of a chainmail-esque, you know, even just 3 links in chainmail to make a bracelet.
Okay,
I just ran out of time.
Yeah. Okay.
But, so what you would do is you would make your first one and then you'd make the next inside. Do you know what I mean? At the same time. So all I did was take a length of my 0.6 wire, and I love the colours. You put the colours together. Yeah, I sorted my strand out into the different colour tones or colourways. So you've got your greens, your sort of yellowy tones, and then these pinky tones, which all look great together, but they also look nice. They're like apricot tones, aren't they? Yeah. So I did that first, and then on each, I've cut a length. This is probably about 30 centimetres. And I've threaded 9 beads onto... Did you purposely colour match those, yeah? Yeah, I did. I split the strands up on purpose to get these different colours. So 9 onto a length, a 30 centimetre length of the wire. And that's 0.6 wire, and it goes okay through those holes? Yeah, absolutely fine. Easy? Yeah, easily. It goes through all the stones. And then pull it round as if you were making a loop. Don't worry about it being perfectly circular. Because it's wire and you can manipulate it to be circular. Because you'll manipulate it after and it will fall into place as we go. Now I don't want it too tight like this because then I haven't got room to wrap. So I want it slightly looser. So give the gemstones a little bit of room to wiggle. Yeah. So just hold it where it crosses, and take one of the empty strands, one of the leftover strands, and start to pull it around, so through the centre. Oh, yes, of course, and that's why you need the gap, because you want to go in between the gemstones. Just let them hook. They'll find their way, won't they? Yeah, I haven't been too perfect with it. I just wanted them to hook in between each gemstone, and I wanted it a little bit rough because I wanted that sort of hippie, boho-y look. You know, that sort of handmade, tidy, but not particularly neat. You know. Mm. So you keep going round, all the way round, till you get back to the beginning with this side. Okay, and this is exactly as I did it at home. I'm not rushing it in particularly for the demo, it's just this is exactly how it went at home. Okay, so all the way round, back round to the centre there, and then you just pull that one through. If you leave longer lengths of wire, you've got more to work with, it's much easier. And then again with the other one, you go back round, and I went in the same direction because I didn't want them to cross over. If I'd have gone round the other way, they would have caused little crosses, so that's something you might want. But I didn't want them to cross, I wanted this sort of twist that went all the way around. And you can see they just naturally fall in next to each other.
I love that.
If you get a gap, just take it back on itself and pull it through again. Okay, and that is really all you do, is just neatening the ends up after. Okay, so now we're sort of back to the beginning, and all I've done is give it a wiggle so that it's in shape, and then just tuck those usual round nose pliers just to create a little loop on the end of the wire, just so that it helps it bend around, and snip it off.
What about that edge? Will it be okay? You're going to squidge?
I'll squidge. So what I usually do is create a little loop and then cut it off, and then that helps me with my flat nose pliers to tuck it in, and that little loop I've made creates a hook. Okay, and that's in nice and neatly there. And you've got a little ring. Now that could be a pendant on a leather cord. That could be the first of a jump ring. You know, if I took another length, what I've done with the bracelet is I've done a little wrapped link in between each one with a smoky quartz. In between each link I've done a little smoky quartz wrapped link. So,
sorry.
Came run over. So I've linked them like this, basically, with a little smoky quartz in between each one. And that's how I've done it. But if you wanted to do like a chainmail effect, you would literally thread on your stones before you did the rest of the, before you carried on doing exactly the same techniques. If you can imagine there's 9 on there, you'd thread it through and then carry on with your technique. The same. And then
so doing it like chainmailing?
Then you'd have it like chainmail, and that would be a really nice, that would be really nice. So that's how to take
absolutely
it
love
further.
this bracelet. I don't want to take it off. Could I put one of my buttons, look, that I made?
Yes. A little dangle.
Do you like that? I did that with the glue gun. Can I drill hole that if I wanted to?
I expect so. I don't know how hard it's set. That was sort of, it's a little bit squidgy, isn't it? But that's fine. You could put a drill hole in there. It's not brittle.
Kim, when are we doing the glue gun? I'm going to do a button on a button.
I need the rest of that glitter.
Okay, I won't touch it.
I've only got a little bit of gold, Jenny.
Yeah, look.
No, look.
Oh, you want the gold? You can have whatever you want, Gemma Croaks, you're amazing. Right, we're going to go over... Oh, can we do them from here? Because Gemma is great with these combs. In fact, you're working with combs now.
Combs now, yeah.
What are you doing with the Cleary's combs?
I was making some fascinators with the other bundles and little combs with the bundles. There's one there.
Oh, you've used it. Oh, look. Oh, Gemma, I need that glue gun. Gemma's made... Look. We are going to give you the Dremel later. Can you see? With the glittery... Oh, that's just from the glue gun.
It's not just aesthetics with that either, because it does
bonded
it looks
it
nice,
together.
but whether it's a finer wire, it has bonded it without doing any wraps and twists. So I think if you can perfect that, getting the glue on there in the way you want it without the tails, you know, you can have a really effective technique there. I wanted to do it with beading thread. So that's the aim, to do it with beading thread.
I need these. I need this. It's brilliant.
You do need it.
Now,
Everyone
you're
needs a glue
also
gun.
making... Right, so I'm going to give you the bundle with the combs, but you must get the Dremel to go with it. We're going to get... What time are we doing the Dremel, Kim? It's the last thing we're going to do. But I want it now. She's mean, isn't she? Have a look. If you want that Dremel, and you are going to want it when you see what Gemma's created, she's putting it at the end to give you time to create with it.
Okay,
that's what it is.
Thank you, Kim.
So we have got for you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hair combs. Now you can see that Gemma's working with the wire. It's a 0.4 wire, the same as what you've got, is it, Gem?
Yeah, I've got the 0.4 here.
And you've got the smoky quartz as well.
I haven't got into that yet.
If you want to create something like this, you can. Now Gemma has used the glue gun. Look, I've made a little blob as well. I'm obsessed with this glue gun. I think it's fantastic. You can make your own beads out of the glue gun. So have a look at the smoky quartz. You're going to create something like this. I just think it's wonderful, that glue, honestly. Your Dremel is coming up for you later on, and the soldering iron as well. And they just, if you are thinking about doing prom tiaras and fascinators, you need to do those now really, don't you? Because the proms are coming up now. Yeah. If you're thinking about doing jewellery for ascot, for weddings, for fascinators and tiaras, for any big occasion, balls in the summer balls.
Yeah, a lot of fundraisers coming up, fundraising balls and things like that.
We're going to one, Gem.
Yes.
We're going to the Gem's TV ball, which is coming up at the end of June.
Yeah.
28th, is it?
I can't remember. I haven't got a ticket yet.
It is the 28th, Friday the 28th, and yeah, if you want to get tickets for that, ask the call centre. Gemma and I will be there. Cherry will be there. You've got 5 combs, smoky quartz. Get them in time for that for our ball, and you can make your own fascinators. Look at that smoky quartz. I will be commissioning Miss Crow for mine. £9.95. Now, if you're thinking, if you've never ever worked with tiaras and fascinators before, the wonderful Sheila has put together a DVD for us. It's called Tiaras and Fascinators, and it's £4.95, and it's available on the website or by calling the number on your screen right now. We also have lots and lots of photograph albums. Now, Gemma, you work with these quite a lot, so can we expect some photographs on your pages on Facebook?
Yeah, I've got lots of a whole page of fascinators and
tiaras. On your personal one, or on the Facebook, or on the Jewellery Maker one?
On my business page, which is Gemma Crow Jewellery.
Gemma Crow Jewellery. So click and follow Gemma Crow Jewellery on Facebook and go and have a look at some inspiration there. £9.95 for clear as combs. That's what these are called. Clear as combs. Clear as combs. That's what they are. Have a look. I come with the combs. You can send me back and keep the combs though. 0.4 wire is great, not just for tiaras and fascinators, but also for plaiting, for using with your Viking weave technique, for using with your French knitting technique, crocheting, all sorts of different intricate detailed work that you can do with your 0.4 wire for £9.95. Now, you know what? We love to look at your designs. You've looked at some of Gemma's, and we've given you some ideas. How about you inspiring us right now? It's the Wall of Fame. Finished?
Yes, I think so.
All right. Now, take a little bit of a choke. Number 413 is, I think that looks like a cameo, but the picture's not really clear and it's so pretty. I'd love to see it. And it's from Betty in East Kilbride. And Betty says, hi all, Jay, I'm loving all the shows here. Is my entry to the Wall of Fame. Hope you like it as much as me, made with pearls and rose quartz nuggets and beading thread. Also, a sterling silver box clasp with rose quartz oval cabochon. That's what I thought looked like a cameo. I love it. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous from Betty. Betty, it's beautiful. And you're number 413. Fingers crossed for you.
I've got number 414.
Aha, is that a bit of Kumahimo?
Beautiful Kumahimo. It says, hi JM, here's my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. A Kumahimo necklace with a rose quartz heart pendant. Kumahimo is so addictive. From Christine Brooks. It is addictive, Christine, absolutely. Isn't that gorgeous?
And it just looks so neat and tidy as well. It looks like a machine. You remember knitting with a knitting machine? Yeah. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Can we get knitting machines and put them into jewellery? That's my new thing, I've just decided.
Put the actual machine into jewellery?
No, but could we do something like that with beading thread?
That'd be interesting.
Do you remember those in the 80s? Everybody had to have a knitting machine and you'd go and make like Mickey Mouse or something. Do you remember?
Yeah. I remember that.
I've got an idea. I'm going to give you some beading thread. See what you can do.
I can do with it.
Because let's face it, I'll lose a finger or something. Now look at this. Is this with the jig? It looks like it is. Gorgeous stone. If you bought the jig deal earlier, you'll be wanting to create this design. It's from Claire Ives, who says, not into for ages. This is my first attempt with wire, used all from JM and Gemstone. JM wire and Gemstones. Really enjoyed making them. Both necklaces are hammered with wire. Hope you like it. Now, I'm just going to turn this over because actually on the other side, the necklace, you've got 2 necklaces and a ring here. I'm just going to cover up your email address. Aren't they?
Yeah, really nice.
It does look like a jig piece. I wonder if you did it freehand or on the jig. It's wonderful.
I don't know, it's just what you could achieve on the jig though. So it's lovely.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Number 415. Right, my dear.
I've got number 416 from Maureen Jones.
Oh, I love
And
this.
she says, morning all. I was having a play with flowers. I think it was from Gemma Crow's demo.
It was.
Yes. All wire and beads from JM. There are so many different ways of using this design. Which do you prefer? Oh, Maureen and Sari. Oh, it's nice having a question, isn't it?
Which do we prefer?
I like this one.
I like that one. I was going to say I like the mango leaves.
And I
shapes.
like it off-centre on a necklace. Just, you know, and like an
I like the colour. I like them all.
And
I like the
cones.
colours of these though. I think they're all gorgeous.
It's hard to make it your mind. They're all lovely. Well done, Maureen.
Well done, gorgeous. You're so inspiring. Number 417, look at the arm. I like that.
That's nice.
Number 417 is from Chris in Ebbvale, and she says, wall entry made using the free gift I received from the birthday weekend. It was definitely worth tuning in that day, wasn't it? And Quartz, all from JM. Love, love, love the show and all the designers and presenters. You brighten up my day, from Chris. Chris, you're fabulous. Thank you so much for your Wall of Fame entry. I love these beads. A lot of people got those in as their gift and never used them before and now are addicted. You're wearing one of them right now.
I love those beads.
It's the texture of them. I know, madness. Yeah. Madness.
Amazing.
Now, if you'd like to enter the Wall of Fame, if you're feeling inspired, please don't forget, if you've just started jewellery making, we want your Wall of Fame entries as much as anyone who's really advanced, because we need, you know what, everybody starts somewhere and it's so inspiring for anybody new. So please don't think that you have to be uber advanced like today's Wall of Famers, because you don't. We want to see everything. We'll be right back. Here's how you enter the Wall of Fame.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmoat, Redditch, B989HF.
We've been talking about animals. Now have a look. I love spaniels too. Now have a look at this black retail quartz. Coming up for you next. But before that, I've got to show you. Have a little look. Have a little look. Oh, come on, Kaz. We're live here. Not really. No, we are actually live. I meant not really. I wasn't being mean. She always looks. I've told you, Kaz. If you're going to look that slim, you can't come in the same room as me. All right? She looks all gorgeous and slim. Just now, that's coming up in just a moment. I'm so excited because we have got the Viking weave, the Lazy Daisy, the Viking knit DVD. Is this Laura Binding that's done the DVD? It is it? Yeah. This is quite new, isn't it? If you want to learn how to do the Viking knit and you've got the Lazy Daisy with you, you're going to get an amazing deal with 3 reels of wire coming up very shortly in today's show. We've also got that wonderful malachite. Is this a brand new strand? This is the one Gemma's in, lovely. Did you call it diamond coated quartz earlier? It's absolutely stunning. And this is Gemma's One of your favourites, isn't it, of today so far?
One of my favourites today, yeah.
We'll talk to Gemma a little bit about why, how, what we're going to do with it in just a tickle. Right now I'm going to give you that beautiful big rutile quartz strand. Now these are very slightly graduated. Who said I want this strand? You, Kim. What are you going to make out of it? Rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 is what you're going to get. Now, black rutile quartz, Gem, do you remember modern art in the 80s? Everything was splashes.
Yeah, Jackson Pollock and...
That was it, Jackson Pollock, yes. And I think sort of off the back of Andy Warhol a little bit, wasn't it? With the pop art and the colour.
Right. Yeah.
Now, black rutile quartz reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Does it you?
That sort of spiky edge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely.
A very modern art strand.
Very Roxette. Can you remember Roxette?
Must have been love.
That's the one. Can you imagine her wearing that?
I now am in love with this strand and I need it. Yes. But it's over. Have a look. Oh, Gem, let's go to an 80s disco.
Yeah.
Let's leave all these young people behind. Have a look at what you've got. They weren't even born in the 80s.
I'm doing an 80s weekend soon.
Are you? Yeah. Now, Gem, with a strand like this, rings, earrings, a big stretchy bracelet.
I actually have that strand at home.
Have you?
Yeah,
okay, tell me everything.
Similar,
Why did you buy it? What are you going to do with it? Etc.
I bought it along with the great big links of aluminium chain and the black chain.
Silver, gold, black?
I had black and silver, and I've just intermixed it in between the big links, really quite randomly, and then some sections, lots of layers of smaller chain, and because it's got, I don't know, it's got that modern edge. So
kind of industrial.
Yeah, and it was quite an industrial look actually.
Steampunk is what they're calling it, isn't it?
Yeah, but more modern than that, not vintage.
Is steampunk vintage? I'm very confused about steampunk.
It is. It's like if you can imagine like a technological future when everything's all the resources have run out. You know, all the resources run out, and you're having to make things out of scrap.
Like Wall-E.
Yeah, a bit like that. I think that's what it reminds me of.
I'm still confused about steampunk. I don't know about you. Have a look. Oh, my son does watch Wall-E all the time though, so I can kind of get it. Have a look at those facets. Your sister didn't understand that film? Your mum? She got upset because she couldn't understand it. But it's a brilliant film. I think it's great. Have a look at those facets. Now, if Gemma Crow's got this strand, that's pretty much good enough for me. Because what's going to happen is, you've already put that design on Facebook?
No, it's...
Could you do that, please? I want to copy it.
No, it's mine.
No, that's not fair. Share, Gemma Crow, share. Brand new today, you've got that modern art edge to a strand like this. Those black rutilations are caused by black tourmaline, in fact. So you've got October's birthstone encased within this gemstone. AMG P37 is your item code. You've got 500 gorgeous carats that are 17 by 12 to 22 by 14 millimeters. The monochrome look can be worn by absolutely anybody, can't it? Blacks and whites are always in fashion. Brand new today, going at a wonderful price of just £8.95 for you. The ones we had before are a little bit smaller. So, Gemma, you might want to grab this one and make a larger version of the one you've got. 0800 644 655 is the way to shop on the phone lines. If you want to get involved online, it's jewellerymaker.com. Right now, I'm going to give you some rose quartz carved. I've got some, clear quartz, yes, I've got that. The twists, I've got twists. Did you say clear quartz? And I thought, yeah, she said rose quartz, it was clear. Claire and Kim are arguing, now, girls. Well, no one can understand you anyway, so it doesn't really matter what you say, because it all sounds the same. Who knows? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Still can't understand you. Have a look. at the way the light just catches those twists. And clear quartz is great, isn't it? Because you've got the opportunity now to use coloured beading thread or coloured beading wire and pick it up. But you've got something that isn't just a plain round, it's got those twists in it. So it's got another centre point of interest, if you like. And I like using beading thread that's different colours at the moment. I used to, do you remember when you first started jewellery making? It's hide the beading thread, sort of like a couple of years ago. Now it's embrace the beading thread, make a feature out of it, curl it, put it with different colours, plait it, put it in rings like you did with the donut-shaped gemstones, Gemma. You know, beading thread is wonderful, and it's such a soft medium. Our beading thread is so soft, and I really like using it. Now, make sure you're on the ball for this gorgeous strand. We're very busy today, and it is so lovely to have your company this afternoon. It's nearly this afternoon, isn't it? We've only got an hour left on show, so please make sure you stick with us. We have got for you those examples of Gemma's working with that amazing Dremel glue gun right now, and I love what she's creating. You're going to love it too. We're going to give you that at the end of the show today. Are you ready for the price tag of this gorgeous strand? Brand new and coming up for you at just £7.95. You've got an opportunity. I think I would rosary link these. And you've got an opportunity to work with a gemstone that I think anybody can wear. You know, it doesn't matter what skin or hair tone, it doesn't matter what clothes you're wearing, you can always wear clear quartz because it picks up the colours that you're wearing. Nice to have the interest of the twists on here as well. I think, I'm going to be honest with you, I think these are twists rather than flowers. How do you feel about that? You know, I don't want you to get them home and think that they've got roses carved into them, because I can't really. If I'm being honest with you, I think they're more twists. I hope I'm describing them okay for you. They're brilliant in tiaras again, aren't they? £7.95. Wonderful price tag. Here is your code, EWGP42. I'm going to sneak another quick one in. Number 11. Oh, yes. We were going to give this to Gemma Crow. I don't know if you heard about this. I was going to give you the polymer clay today to play with, but we didn't have time because I wanted you to play with the glue gun first. Yeah. So next time you can play with it. Yeah, because I know actually, Gemma, you've got a sculpting background. Yeah. Now you're getting. Are these the brand new? Are these the new moulds? These are the ones we were looking for in the NEC. Shells. Yes, they've been ordered, they're in, they're fantastic. Now, I was with Debbie Bolford when we were ordering these new moulds and she was choosing them, and they are amazing. Nude, I've never seen these. Has it been on air before, this one? Now, you can, of course, use these for other things. They are heat resistant, they are that fabulous rubber, but they're great for silver clay, polymer clay, anything like that. So this is one of the new style rubber moulds. Great, a fantastic quality. And when you're working with moulds like this, you create those shell shapes. Now, we're going to give you also the white granite polymer clay. You're going to get the pearl polymer clay. Now if you look at that, it's got a pearlescent sparkle to it. It's almost kind of got an iridescence. It's like silver. You've then got your burnt umber. I like that word too. And then you've got your rhino grey. And you've got your shell. This is a wonderful, wonderful combination. Now, you saw in the Wall of Fame just a moment ago how easy and how satisfying it is to work with polymer clay. Now, Gemma, you've worked, I remember when I was younger, there was a big craze on things like this. It was called Fimo. Yeah. And I asked Debbie what the difference was, and she said polymer clay won't come off in your hands. The colour, there's really not much difference other than that. The quality of our polymer clay is wonderful in that it doesn't come off in your hands. Now, is this a medium you are familiar with, you have worked with? Tell us more.
Yeah, I use the Sculpey because it's softer. I mean, I used to use Fimo back in the days, but when it first came out, but it's harder, it goes much more brittle.
Yeah, it's
quickly.
Crumbly, it crumbles. So yeah. I remember that when I was little.
Yeah, and the colour comes off in your hands. It sticks into your fingerprints as well, whereas the Sculpey is a lot more, almost like a rubbery texture then that isn't
so
quite as sticky. That. I mean, you can overwork it and it will become sticky, but it's hard to do that. It's harder to do that.
And Gemma, what can I achieve with Sculpey clay?
you're only limited by your imagination really with clay. You can really go to town with it, and then you can, if you're not creative and you're not a sculptor or that's not for you, then use the moulds to create beautiful effects and designs to add in. It's just fabulous
That's where the moulds are brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, and get the DVDs and watch Debbie as much as you can, because she's a real genius with it. She's absolutely
And she's
fabulous.
such a wonderful teacher.
She is, and yeah, really great at sharing her ideas and things.
Now, also, Gemma, I've got to say, polymer clay, if you're not brilliant at sculpting and making roses, actually, you know what, they're easier than you think. The collar-style necklace, really easy to do. I can do the witchetty grub, which is actually called the lizard's tail, but I prefer the way I say it. Debbie Bolford was laughing at me for this. It's not called a witchetty grub. And I was like, it is. It looks like a witchetty grub. Now, but also, you can make your own beads out of these. Put a cocktail stick through them so that you've got your holes.
Yeah.
And bake them. Wonderful, easy peasy. Conical seashells. CXG C78. You've got your white granite, your pearl, your burnt umber and your rhino grey, all for $17.95 with the newer style moulds that we got from the NEC. We met up with a mould maker and put together a wonderful combination for you. $17.95. If you're not, the mold's $12.95 on its own. You know what? If you've never ever done this before, we do of course have DVDs. Go with Sculpey Clay for Beginners to start off with. The new 2 shows with Debbie Bolford are fantastic to catch up on, and we do have free downloads on our website. It's jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget, if you're shopping with us for the first time today, you will receive a host of free goodies with your very first order, including a DVD and including the Jewellery Maker book. We're also lucky enough to be able to offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee with absolutely everything. Now, Gemma and I were talking about how we're both going to the ball June the 28th. If you'd love to join us, we would absolutely adore to have your company and come and meet us along with Sarah Bennett. I think a host of the other presenters from Gems TV and the other channels are coming, as well as our Cherry and Gemma, of course. If you'd like to learn how to get your tickets, we're going to give you information on that now. But don't forget to make your own fascinators and tiaras. I want to see them, and it'd be so lush to meet you. Here's how you can get a hold of your summer ball tickets. It's in London.
Are you ready to shake off the snowflakes and celebrate summer? Well, how about joining us on Friday the 28th of June for our Summer Sunshine Dinner? This year we're leaving the Midlands and heading to London for an evening of glitz and glamour in order to support the Colourful Life Foundation. Overlooking the iconic Butler's Wharf, the Tower Hotel is located on the banks of the River Thames. This prestigious venue neighbours the World Heritage Site, the Tower of London, home to the Crown Jewels. Join Steve and Sarah Bennett, a host of presenters, as well as our friend and newly appointed trustee of the Colourful Life Foundation, Glenn Lehrer. There will be auctions and raffles, as well as the chance to join the Colourful Life Foundation's brand new sponsorship programme, an exciting way of directly supporting the projects that matter to you. Places are limited, so for more information or to book, please call 0845 612 2000 or email tggcball@gems.tv. See you in London.
Jewellery Maker is part of the Genuine Gemstone company for a reason. If we're going to offer you gemstones, then they have to be genuine. But the only way we can guarantee that is by getting a lab test. This guarantees that you're going to get genuine gemstones, and that's exactly what you deserve.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
Are you looking to create bespoke bridal jewellery? Then come and join guest designer Sheila on our bridal workshop. Sheila will guide you through how to design stunning accessories, including techniques using headbands, hair combs and tiaras. The full course includes a selection of hair combs and headbands, a selection of findings and wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our Gemstone museum. All of this for just £69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Believe me, you need to stay here. Do not go anywhere. If you want to see something absolutely genius, Gemma Crow with the glue gun is beyond genius. I now need 7 million of them in my life. I want every glue gun because of the way you've done. You're a genius, Gemma Crow. I'm so excited. You know when you just think, I need more than one now? Or you don't actually need more than one. I want them yesterday. That's how excited I am. Now I'm going to give to you my presenter's pick, which is an I'm going to open it if Kim doesn't. I'm going to open it if she minds, or if she doesn't mind. I need to show you what you're getting, don't I? Now your Lazy Daisy comes with full instructions, because if, like me, you look at something. Have we got an example of a Viking mitt, anything actually, bracelet could be. Now have a look. There are clear pictures on. Now, I want to just show you exactly what you're getting. So you've got your full instructions, comes with its carry case, and you've got everything you need within this Lazy Daisy. Now, you get your Lazy Daisy itself. Now, Gemma, this goes in the top of the Lazy Daisy, doesn't it? This little...
Yeah.
That goes
That's
in
the
the top.
Flower top.
That's your little flower top right there.
Yeah. That helps you make the little loops to start your daisy with your Viking weave off.
So that'll start your Viking weave off. Now, then you've got this tool here. Now this tool here, you will put your Lazy Daisy chain through, and you keep putting it through, and then you go smaller and smaller, and it'll skinify. That's not an actual word, but you know what I mean? It will skinify your chain. So if you start off with a fatter chain, you can put it through and through and through, and it makes it all perfect, and you can get it skinnier. Maybe we could create a human version of this, and we could all go through it. That would be good, wouldn't it? Gemma, what do I need this piece of felt for?
That is for sort of the finishing and polishing. So once you've taken it through your draw plate, the draw plate does a few things. It makes it thinner, but it also lines up all your stitches, so you don't have to worry about it not being neat as you go through.
Because it neatens it up for you.
As you pull it through, it straightens all those stitches up and makes it more fluid.
Sorry, Gemma. Is the draw plate something we use as a last? That's one of the last things we do. Yeah. So we don't need to keep doing it as we're going along, because you know when you create something, you're thinking it's not neat enough. You just think, don't panic.
Don't panic. Yeah.
It's going to be neatened up by the draw plate. There are also measurements on the side of your draw plate so that you know where you're going, obviously measurement-wise. Now you've got, Gemma, why have I got what look like nail clippers? Is that just to clip it off afterwards?
Yeah, that's just, instead of using your wire cutters, it's just something that's in that kit, because you don't really need your pliers really making chain, because you're using the tools. Okie dokie, so that's included. Now you've also got your pick, your pin here. What do I use that for? Is that to pick out if I go wrong and I need to pick out? Yeah, you can use it for that, but it also helps you when you do a Viking weave, you take the wire under the stitch that came before, and sometimes you just want to lift that stitch slightly to get in with your wire. Oh right, just for ease of use then. Yeah, it's just a little handy. So you've got
your pouch. And this is important, it's so nice to just be able to store everything in together. You've got your Lazy Daisy here, and you've got your full instructions, you've got your drawer plate, you've got all of your instructions, your full instructions, but we do have demonstrations on YouTube and other such and on our website, other such places. There isn't another such place as YouTube, is there? No. Have a look, and it's just showing you how you can create your Viking weave. Very clear instructions. Now let me show you. If you're thinking, stop, I don't know what a Viking weave is. What are you saying, Jenny? Here it is. See this chain? Now this is done with coloured wire. You can create that. That is look how neat it is. Is it easier, would you say? Because I would, than chainmail.
I'd say it was a bit quicker. Well, for me it is, but I think they're on a par, really. They're on a par.
It's so intricate, though, isn't it?
It is only one action over and over again.
Yeah.
Unlike chainmail, where it's less fiddly than chainmail.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You get the most incredible result. Very, very, very strong. Now you've also got your coiling tool, which is kind of like a gizmo, isn't it?
Yeah, does the same job.
It does the same job, but it'll do it on the finer wire as well. So you've got that in here. Now this whole Lazy Daisy is £34.95 on its own. We're going to give you a deal today. You're not just getting it on its own, you've got that wonderful DVD, step by step by step, with the wonderful Laura Binding, who is our Viking knit expert. She will talk you through. I think there's 5 projects on this DVD and it's over an hour long. You've also got 3 spools of wire, 2 in the black, they're all 0.25, oh no they're not, the 0.4 chartreuse, 0.25 in the black, 2 in the black, 1 in the chartreuse. We're going to give you a deal. Now remember, on its own, $34.95, that's the price of the Lazy Daisy on its own. You should be paying £47.45 for the whole shebang. But not today, my darlings, because we want to get you Lazy Daisy and send us in your Wall of Fame entries, because you are getting the entire bundle. Now remember, on its own, $34.95. You know now is the time to pick up the phone. For £34.95 you're getting for free the DVD and 3 spools of wire. Get yourself creating with Viking knit. It looks so professional. You've got the full carry case with this as well. Easy, very clear instructions, as well as a step-by-step DVD, that code that you need. OYG C10, this is an absolute steal. Great value, Gemma?
Brilliant value, and the DVD is fantastic. I know Laura crammed so much into that DVD.
She did, and she's, do you know what? She is absolutely dedicated to that Viking week. $34.95, and you have got the opportunity to start working professionally in this way. The Viking knit, £34.95. Well done to everybody. You're checking out baskets left, right and centre. Well done. Use your debit card or your credit card. And don't forget, we do have tutorials online for techniques, and we do have shows with Laura Binding on YouTube. Claire, if I want to search for Viking knit shows, do I just put that in the search engine? I put Jewellery Maker channel in the search?
Jewellery Maker, put in Viking knit,
and it should come up. Jewellery Maker Viking knit in the search engine of YouTube, and it should come up. £34.95 for you. Well done to everybody that's got theirs. It truly is fantastic having your company today. Now, how many of these have we got left, Kim? Because you were just telling me. We've still got, we had loads and loads and loads and loads of these, but it is flying out quickly, says Kim. But still very, lots of stock in now. Over half's gone though. I'm going to give to you, oh, this is a good one. If you've just got the Lazy Daisy, you're going to, oh, is this real gold wire? Is this another Laura Binding special as well? Gold. What now? Did you watch our live show? It was yesterday, wasn't it? We did that masterclass on wrapping gems of distinct... Gem collector, am I all right? No, I've just forgotten what I'm saying. Gem collector is the word. Gem collector gemstones. Claire and I did the masterclass yesterday, and you, Kim, you were there, and with Joe Webb, and it was fantastic. And actually, Joe and I were saying you'd want to do this, wouldn't you, with genuine silver and gold wire. So if you did watch that masterclass, I would always get going with your non-precious metal wires just to have a good old practice with it. But look at this. How long is this? A metre? Have a look, you've got a metre of 9 carat gold on solid sterling silver wire, and it's 1 mil. You need to be on the phone lines right now. You've also got your 0.6 red wire, and you've got your nylon jaw pliers. Why do you need nylon jaw pliers? You also get a DVD, by the way. You don't get the red wire, it was just there. Now you get... There you go, there's everything you get. Now, why do you need the nylon-coated pliers? The nylon-coated pliers will prevent any of the gold or the red or the good chartreuse, whatever you're using, from tarnishing. Now, the one good thing about our wire that everybody does tend to say is the quality is fabulous. As you can see, the colour on this Viking knit, for example, you know that Viking knit is quite intricate, yet the colour hasn't faded. But you do want to have that backup. So in this case, we're using 9 carat gold and solid sterling silver. Very thick immersion of 9 carat gold on that solid sterling silver, but you want to treat it like gold. So use your nylon coated pliers to prevent any tarnishing at all. These wonderful tools have that comfortable rubber grip. Now, they're not flimsy tools. There's a difference between a tool that doesn't have this rubber grip. If you're working with wire all day, you know as I do that it can get very achy on your hands and your thumbs. It can. When you're doing those what's it called? When you repeat something, repetitive. When you're doing those repetitive movements, words are failing me today. When you're doing those repetitive movements, it does ache. If you don't use the right tools, it makes a huge difference. So I have got for you, I'm going to take them out actually, if you don't mind, Kim. I want to show you. They are super comfortable. You've got the support there. And they are super comfortable. I like the colour too. And they're great just as extras. Now you've got that 9 carat gold, a metre of 9 carat gold and sterling silver, $17.95 on its own, and I think that's a wonderful price tag. You've got your wire work pendants DVD, it's edition 3. When you've started to get a little bit more incredible at here's a little bit of what goes on with Laura Binding, who is fabulous at caging gemstones. Look at this, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Just stunning. Are you ready for a crazy price tag? $4.95 on its own. So how much were these pliers on their own? Do you know, if you would, I've seen tools like this. They're over £20, aren't they, Gemma, if you're shopping for the tools of quality like this?
They can definitely be that much, especially the nylon coated. They charge a premium for those because they're specialist.
So a specialist precision tool. You've got a metre of 9 carat gold and solid sterling silver, UVG C83. You should be paying the best part of £30 for all of this, but today we're going to give you a better deal at $19.95. You're paying for £1 for the tool and £1 for the DVD and getting your gold and sterling silver wire, all for under £20. This is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. You must check out baskets if you're shopping with us online, and don't forget to stay exactly where you are because we have got Gemma with that incredible Dremel tool, and she has made and created as her challenge today with the Dremel, and I'm super excited to show you exactly what she's done. £19.95 is your price tag for the wire work bundle. Right now we're going to give you some more wire. You got wire and polymer clay here then. Oh yeah, because this is your fusions. Now this is the genius combination of both Rachel Norris, who inspires me hugely, and Debbie Bolford, who again, a huge inspiration. Now, Rachel Norris is just amazing, isn't she? Have you seen those designs? Have you seen Rachel's designs?
Yeah, I worked with her on Saturday last week.
Did you?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Something together.
Where? Here?
Yeah. It was very exciting. And she
I'm not
brought
mentioning it. I'm
all
not allowed
her designs, all her designs in, and they were just in the flesh. They're even more beautiful. Fabulous.
You were doing something that I'm not allowed to mention, yeah? Did I just say it out loud? Oh, that's all right then. I thought I said exactly what you said. It was this, but don't mention it. And I went, it was this, but I'm not allowed to mention. I didn't do that, did I? Because I am guilty of doing things like that. Okay, phew. Now, I just thought I just repeated what you said in my ear. Let's talk about something else, because otherwise I'll say it. Now, you've got... I'm always the kid that used to go, your mum's got you a Tiny Tears doll for your birthday, but I'm not supposed to tell you. Yeah, like I was that kid that everyone's mother hated, yeah. I saw your mum kissing the postman. Now look, you've got the Polymer and Wirework Projects DVD, a fusion here of two very, very inspiring designers, and you've got the opportunity to just create. Now, oh, that's where I got that red wire from, wasn't it, from earlier? So you've got 3 reels of wire here. 10 metres of 0.6, you've got 10 metres of 1 mil, and you've got the chartreuse 0.8. So you've got your DVD, and then you've got your polymer clays. I want this bundle. Because I know that both of those designers are so amazing. I know I'm going to finish. You know you're going to finish with something incredible. Now you've got your white granite. You've got your Spanish olive. Oh, I do like a Spanish olive. You've got your denim blue. You have got your blush. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that. Blush. That's what the colour's called. You've got the DVD. You've got what? So what can I create? Can I create what's on the front here? How many projects have you seen this, Gem?
I haven't seen it, no, but I've seen all the projects in the flesh that are on there, and they're fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
How many projects are on there, do you reckon?
I think there's 6.
6 projects. I need it. Do you know, because when I watch both of those ladies, I just think, right now I need to jewellery make right now, you know, and if you are lacking that, it's, you know, get yourself on the phone line, very limited stock. Let's have a look, let's have a little sneaky peek of the footage on the DVD, shall we? Let's have a look. So this is what there they are. There, what a lovely trio. Ollie's singing, when 2 tribes go to war. They're not at war, Ollie. They look incredible. Polymer meets wire. You should be doing the voiceover for this. Wallimer, he's calling it. Wallimer. I like it. Ollie, you are actually a jewellery maker as well, aren't you, director Ollie? He does some jewellery making. But things like Ollie says, I haven't done any for a while. You know what? Things like this, these kinds of DVDs get your juices flowing again, don't they? Very limited stock. You should be paying. Oh, is that all you should be paying? I'll pay that. I'm happy. It's already all right. £25 is good. 15, is that what that says? £15.90. I would pay £10 higher, would you? Definitely. £15.95 is your price tag. You have got uninterrupted Debbie Bolford and Rachel Norris, and honestly to God, they are just both wonderful, wonderful people. 3 spools of wire, 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of your polymer clay. How fabulous. Have you ever used polymer clay, Amelia?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
What have you created with it?
I created a little snowman.
A polymer clay snowman?
Yes, I did. It was around Christmas time.
Oh, where is it now?
Bring him in. He was on our tree. It's back in the Christmas box.
Oh, I like that, because you've started, I think when you start to work at Jewellery Maker, you think, I like this. I'm going to do, because you never jewellery made before, did you?
No, never.
You were in banking, actually.
I was in banking.
She was in banking. How boring of you.
Very boring.
Much better doing jewellery making.
It was.
No, it wasn't her fault, that whole... don't pester Amelia about that. She doesn't like to talk about it. But £15.95. Here's your price tag. Now we're going to do, I don't know. I can get easily distracted by things like polymer clay, can you? Oh, I love this. Your diamond coated clear quartz that is an absolute Gemma. Gemma's been going, I want that strand, I want that strand. It is beautiful. Diamond coated quartz is what I'm giving to you. A diamond-like coating on your quartz. It's coming up for you very soon, as is your malachite. And I've also got red spinel, everyone. Red spinel. I've never seen it here at Jewellery Maker. Apparently it's been on air before. I've never seen it. Isn't it wonderful? Oh, I do love it. I do love it. Now, right now, I'm going to give to you. Now, this sounds crazy, but this colour is new to us, and it's my favourite. It's my favourite for the summer collections. And I know it's so silly because all of the gemstones we have here, all of the really, I mean, I loved those pearls earlier. Let's put those on a pedestal and keep them there. Let's keep them exactly where they are. But this colour is my favourite colour, brand new colour for the summer here at Jewellery Maker. How gorgeous is a simple stretchy just like that? I love them. Now I've also got for you, I really like this bundle. The pretty peach pearls. I love it. I'd put these two together actually. Let's do that. And then I'd put the pearls together with that. Look, don't you think that is gorgeous? It's so, I just want to go out in my flip-flops right now, even though it's probably raining outside. That's what it makes you want to do, isn't it? Then you've got your rhodonite. Blue pearls as well. Ollie's saying that this bundle makes him want to move to a country where he can live in shorts and flip-flops. Do you know what, Ollie? Yes. Me too. I can't. I would if I could. I would go now if I would. I love England though, I do. And then look at what else you've got. That lovely mixed colour of agate. You've got these tubes. And then look at these red agate tubes too. Now we've got some jewellery that's been made up. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I went silent then. Look at this. Who's been making up? Not your hand, Amelia. Get it out. Now, hang on a minute. Did you see earlier that bouquet? Who's the beading buddy at the moment? They're amazing. Look at this.
Was Roseanne?
This was Roseanne, was it? She's brilliant. Is she the one I gossip with upstairs? She's always got good gossip. Always got good gossip. I do talk to anyone. I think this, do you know, Gemma, I've never seen anything like this before.
No, it's fabulous, isn't it? Really
very tribal.
Yeah.
And then look at, it's almost like a gate bracelet. Do you remember gate bracelets in the 90s?
Love those.
That's what this reminds me of, a gate bracelet. I am reminiscing today. Do you know, I was actually driving to work today and thinking, I was listening to the radio and it was quite clubby tunes and I just thought, do you know what, I don't ever want to go clubbing again, ever. I know you're looking at me like I've just said something stupid. I don't. It hurts your heart, that does it, Kim? Yeah, I don't want to do it anymore. I've done it. Ollie feels it. Gemma Crow never stops partying, mind. Gemma Crow, let me tell you, pole dancing in Gloucester, I heard the rumour. I'm sorry. See, I've done it again. I've done it again.
Thank you, Jen.
Just dancing, not actually doing it.
No, thank you very much.
In a professional way.
No.
That's not how you paid for that Mercedes outside. That is gorgeous. You should be paying £40 for this bundle. She's never going to speak to me again. But you're not. I love these. This is very that's amazing. I'm going to go and speak to that. I'm going to go and speak to that lovely beading buddy. She's wonderful. She's oh la la, I say bonjour. Oh, she's French. That explains it all. The elegance of the pieces. I'm not stereotyping every French person to being really elegant. I think it speaks for itself, though. actually I am. I've never been to France and seen anyone who's not elegant. Even the people that look like they're not supposed to look like they're elegant, look elegant, because they've got a French accent. Should be £40. You're paying just £24.95. Don't giggle at me for thinking all French people are elegant. 24. Do you know, my friend Christophe, who you all know I'm short, he comes up to my shoulders and isn't particularly good looking. The minute he speaks, women are all over him because he's French. They love it. He's like an Adonis. Cheltenham. I might introduce you, Gemma. Who says he's the greatest lover in the world. IXG C11. £24.95 is your price tag. Lovely. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to give you some white quartz rondelles. Where are they? Oh, yeah, the little teeny ones. Now have a look at these, they're perfect. I think if you bought that blue chalcedony in between each one, these would look stunning. Look at that, aren't they beautiful? Gem, with these rondelles, I mean, I've never seen white quartz, clear quartz, sorry, not white quartz, so delicate, so beautiful, and it's tiny and it's intricate. These are perfect, aren't they, for so many projects?
Yeah, I know Linda would kill me, but they're great as spacer beads, but they're great as creating structures and frames as well. If you don't want a bare wire, you can create a lovely structure with those that isn't too large then. You know what I mean? So it's still delicate.
Look at that sparkle. Yes, Amelia, thanks for whispering really loudly. I have finished with that, yes. It wasn't me who said they're going, what are you whispering at? Nothing, it's Amelia. Have you finished with these? Yes, I have, thank you. It's like when you go into a library, everybody be really quiet. Just because you're talking like that doesn't mean nobody can hear you. I always need to draw attention to you, Amelia. Nobody puts Amelia in the corner. Literally, you can't, we've tried. Have a look. This not really, Amelia, I love you. They will go in between anything. Tiaras, fascinators. I want to use these on their own though somehow. I definitely think if you picked up that blue chalcedony strand, these are perfect in between. Now they're great as earrings. If you want to be really, really elaborate with your gemstones, but you don't want to be overpowering with your colour, then absolutely that clear quartz is for you. HXG P51 is your item code. You've got 40 carats. They're 4 by 3 millimetres and a must-have for your stuff. They just are a must-have. I've never seen them so teeny-weeny and so sparkly around the edges, so this is definitely a strand you need to come and grab. Are you ready? £6.95. Never a gemstone that's going to detract. It's always just going to add wonderful sparkle, beautiful lustre. £6.95. What about that price tag, Gem? If you are creating, now you are at the moment creating something uber sparkly, and I'm trying ever so hard not to disturb you. I'm not going to disturb her. She's busy with the Dremel. She's in a Dremel state of mind. £6.90. It's called the Dremel zone. We've all been there.
Dremel zone.
£6.95. She'll have a headache tomorrow, mind. She won't. 4 by 3 millimetres. Absolutely fantastic. Now stay where you are. Do you know, I love the fact that you've got all that glitter. If you want the Dremel gun, it's coming up for you soon. Let's do that red spinel. Now, red spinel, what a treat. I didn't even realise we had anything that wasn't black spinel. This is so exciting. Red spinel in particular. This is a collector's choice gemstone strand. I am absolutely delighted to bring you this wonderful gemstone with clarity. This sneaky little gemstone made its way into the crown jewels and it was pretending to be a ruby. And nobody noticed. That's why I love it. This little gemstone here, this gorgeous strand is going to add colour, and it is ruby red, isn't it? Except I think you get a clarity unlike any other with red spinel. Look at it, you see how ruby red it is? You can see why the world gets this confused with ruby, can't you? The master of disguise. In fact, spinel is found very much in ruby and sapphire bearing areas, and I don't like to bore you with the facts like that because I do like the romance of gemstones. And I think your customers do too. I'm going to give you facts that I think your customers would like. Because, you know, it's a genuine gemstone. Straight away, we know that genuine gemstones are mined for and things like that. It's found often in the same places that rubies and sapphires are found. And quite, you know, I find it quite remarkable that actually this is a gemstone that's mistaken for both of those gemstones as well. Maybe it's. Actually, no, it's the beauty of this strand. Such a gorgeous kind of strawberry red, isn't it? A strand like no other. This is a collector's choice strand. They're never going to be tiny price tags again. I'm never going to mislead you straight into thinking this strand is going to go for a bargain price tag of X amount, because this is a collector's choice strand. This is a choice that we don't see here at Jewellery Maker. Maybe you want to make that ladder weave purely out of these and make it a little skinny ladder weave. I think that would look cute. I think maybe you want to use these sparingly. Maybe you want to make them the main feature of a piece of jewellery. I think they'd look wonderful with the malachite, and actually this is a very rich combination with the malachite. And both of these gemstones are used by some of the top designers right now. I'm going to give you a price tag as soon as I can because I know there are lots of you on the phone lines already for this one. And it's only been on air once before. This could be the last time you ever see it. A very rare opportunity to own a beautiful strand like red spinel, collector's choice, for just £24.95. When you think about what you've got here, you've got a really wonderful opportunity, maybe to push your designs into a scope that you've not into a place you've not discovered before with your jewellery making. I think with these you can create those lovely little clusters and they could go into a ring. Red spinel is such a striking gemstone. I think amongst your other jewellery makers, if you are doing those jewellery fairs, I think that you'll probably be one of the only jewellery makers that offers red spinel. We've seen black spinel in abundance at the moment, but red spinel not. £24.95. You can get it right now. It's absolutely striking and it's all yours. Now, there are lots of you on the phone lines for this one. Please make sure if you're shopping online, therefore, you do check out baskets. I would hate to have to tell you that you've missed out, even though you've put it in your basket. Now, let's do Gemma Crow. Can we do it? Let's do Gemma Crow's strand. And I'm calling it Gemma Crow's strand because she's been over about 4 times every time there's a break. I do love that. I do love that. Will I be able to get it? Gemma, why do you love it? What do you want about it? Where are you going to put it? Tell me everything that's going on in that lovely brain of yours.
Right. I love the coating on it. It's really sparkly.
It's called a diamond colour coating.
It's just gorgeous. It gives you that same sort of look as moonstone, but with the clarity of the quartz. So
yes,
it's got the best of both worlds for me in that sense. But I love the cut. I absolutely love that cut. It's like a spiral staircase. It's really modern.
I love your description. It is.
It's modern, isn't it?
It's a very modern
faceted, but modern. So a little, just staying with the traditional, but bringing it sort of a bit more contemporary.
So, Gemma, I already know that you love this, and that makes me want it because I know that you're a brilliant designer. But what do I do with it? How do I crowify it?
I would keep it really simple with some simple silver spaces.
Necklace,
either top and bottom.
Earring, what are they?
Earrings would be perfect. 2 or 3.
Because you let them dangle in the light?
Yeah, yeah. Pendants. Even they would look great in a ring because you'd still get that facet. And it'd be nice to make a ring where the stone could still spin inside. You know,
how do I do that?
So if you didn't wrap it too tightly, just left it on one wire, you'd still be able to rotate it.
Yeah, okay, but it would be secure because you're going through.
Yeah.
The clarity is going to pick up the colour of the wire, so which colour wire would you use?
I think I'd stay with silver.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
I would definitely stay with silver.
Now, if you want this wonderful strand, I've got to let you know, we don't have loads of them. We started with less than 200, and we are already down to 150. I'm going to count these for you because I know that that's the information you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 22. Now they range. Are these graduated? Yes, they are, very slightly, from 10 by 6 to 14 by 8 millimetres. Where are my graphics going? There we go. Kim's, are you trying to do something sneaky? MAR, U61. This strand was brought down by Paula this morning and is brand new into the building. This is a Gems of Distinction strand. Gemma, how much would you pay for a strand like this? In thinking that you need to make a profit from when you're selling your jewellery on?
I'd be happy to pay around, again, I reckon I'm going to go $27.95.
It is a Gems of Distinction strand, and we know that Gems of Distinction strands don't fall into tiny price tags. They don't.
And that cut is exceptional. It must have been much harder to facet that in that style.
It's an exquisite cut, and one false move and you can't use that gemstone for anything else, can you? A very individual, very exquisite cut, and you've got that diamond coating. Remember, we started with around 200 of these. We're now down to about, oh, Kim's telling me, in fact, we got exactly 130. You are buzzing around the website. You are absolutely queuing up on the phone lines for these. There are small queues on the phone lines, but it's a free phone number. So Gemma's very happy to pay $27.95.
Yeah, and you make that back on one pair of earrings with sterling silver, I'd say.
So 2 gemstones?
2 gemstones, sterling silver.
You'd make it back on?
I think you could go £25 for something as beautiful as that.
Then I'm going to give you one of the best profit-making strands of the day so far off the back of that. Now, we're going to give you an introductory price tag only. Never guaranteed to see this price tag again, and it's while stocks last. I hope it lasts for the repeats. £17.95, £10 lower than the price tag that Gemma said she would be happy to pay and then make a profit still from. So at £17.95, you're going to have to think about your profit margins. You're going to have to think about the beautiful jewellery. Maybe you can afford now to buy more than one of these at £17.95. These are very, very popular on the website, and the phone lines are like, it is a free phone number. If you're stuck in the queue, please don't worry if you're ringing from your landline. You can, of course, shop online. It's jewellerymaker.com. Again, that code for you, MAR, U61. We are approaching limited quantities now, and you've got 145 carats. How many did I count of these? Do you remember? 22. Thanks, Claire. She was on the ball. She was straight out there. She's paying attention today. Ollie went, I think there was about 40. Claire went, nope, 22. £17, that's 81 pence each. Fantastic. It's from the Gems of Distinction collection. This is a fantastic opportunity. Well done to every... Oh, sorry, Kim's just saying to me, dangerously low in stock now, so if you want them, be quick. Now, how gorgeous was that? Let's give you the malachite. Now, Gem, I know that malachite, to anyone with a very strong design background, is something very, well, it's a must-have for your collection. It's super glossy and the colour is totally natural, and it's a completely natural gemstone. I've seen Jean Schlumberger use this gemstone. Jean Schlumberger is a very, very famous jewellery designer who has a design background, a fashion background. And how much was the malachite pendant? We both found it together, didn't we? It was crazy. Kim's just having a look for me. So sorry, Gemma, just to give you that question again, if I've got a design background, why is this such an important gemstone?
I just think it's got history. It's been used in furniture, paintings.
Has it?
Everything. There's some great VTs, actually, or pictures we show sometimes of the malachite chest of drawers and tables and things.
Have you got that, Ollie? Malachite chest of drawers and tables?
And a bathtub. It's remarkable.
A bathtub?
Yeah, I think it was the Russian Tsars that used to make furniture from it. So it's steeped in history and, you know, really desirable gemstone.
I need it.
I mean, it's just gorgeous anyway, you know, just to look at the banding. It's lovely.
I think that that's an incredible story. So the Russian Tsars used to use this in furniture.
Yeah, don't quote me on that, but it's definitely Russian. I imagine the only people that have that much money would have been the Tsars and Tsarinas of the days. So.
I like that. Now, Jean Schlumberger has a little dot charm that's hundreds and hundreds of pounds in his collection. I know that Elsa Peretti uses malachite. I know that Paloma Picasso uses malachite in her collections. Now, these are all designers with strong fashion backgrounds, strong arty backgrounds. We have not had malachite in for an age, what seems like an age. Now, do you remember when we only had that one strand of malachite and it was very expensive? We've got it back in. It's never going to be a low price gemstone, ever, ever, ever. Kim, tell me what you're doing it for. So it never, it is more expensive than a lot of our other strands, and quite rightly so. Totally natural, a real rich gemstone, and a gemstone that gives us, you see all these lovely natural layers. So we're used to the price tag of about £30 for malachite. So in comparison to malachite prices, this is very, very low. And this strand will offer you the opportunity to put these in rings. The lines within malachite tell you its history. What, like a tree, Kim? So you can tell its age? Is that all? Kim's just given me that nugget of information, but hasn't followed it with why. But thanks for that, Kim. Thanks. The lines are an indication of the gemstone's history. Kim doesn't know why, but she thought she'd share that information with us. Look at the individual gemstone on the, do you know what, look at this one, it's almost like a, look at that, and that's natural. Do you know what, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, like an open book, says Ollie. That's a very romantic description. I like it. Oh. $180 carats. And they are 14 by 10 millimetres at £15.95. I believe this is one of the best price tags that we've had for malachite, and it's quite hard, isn't it, because of the cleavage of this gemstone to cut it. Have we only seen malachite in rounds before? Sure, I've only seen malachite in rounds before, and they're so glossy, they're so polished, very popular, this strand. What a lovely, lovely green. We are going to go over to Gemma in a bit and look at that Dremel. Can we do it now? Thank you. Can I go over to Gemma and do it? Where is it? Where is my Dremel? Have you got it, Gemma?
I've got it over here, I think.
Do you like the way I'm going? Where's my Dremel? Where's my Dremel? I am so in love with this Dremel. I cannot tell you. Need it is an understatement. Just for everyday life, I want the Dremel. I think it's one of those, I'm going to stop talking. This is why you need your glue gun Dremel.
Right, it's very rough because we had a problem with the plug sockets.
It's not rough, it's brilliant.
But you can see the idea and how you could work it yourself, I think. And that was 10 minutes work, so it's really easy.
I need it. Not just for that. Look at the comb, Claire. Have you seen this, Claire?
It's those little tendrils on the end, isn't it?
So right on the end, can you see? Can you see this one? And those will stay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then look, you've got the blobs on here.
Like little wisps.
And you were telling me actually these are structural as well as decorative because they've bonded together.
Bonded the wire together as well, so that, you know, instead of using crimp beads, I mean, in the beading thread, for example, if you've got the beading thread DVD.
Can I touch this?
Yeah. If you've got the beading thread DVD, I use a lot of crimps, but if you've got a coordinating glue for your glue gun, you sort of avoid the need for crimps if you can. I mean, that's messy and kind of got that
organic. I love it.
That look, but you can make the little blobs very neat as well.
Oh, I love this. Now you can make your own buttons. I did a button earlier. What's this? Is this a part of something you're going to demonstrate?
No, that was just a shape that was made.
I think that'd look wonderful on like mesh or something like that. Look.
Yeah. It's not strong enough to have as a pendant, just like that. But the little button that you made would have been could have been a tag or a pendant.
Have a look at that.
But even on top of your polymer clay backing, or you know, you could just you can use this with all of your crafts.
Now, lots of people on the phone lines already, so I'm going to show you what you get for your money. You get 12 of these glimmer sticks, don't you? No, you get so much though, Kim. You don't just get the glue gun, do you? Now, I've got to say to you, first of all, the Dremel glue gun, anything from Dremel, you don't just get that though, because you get the soldering iron with, don't you? Now, you've got here your Dremel. I need to say to you, Dremel is one of the most highly regarded manufacturers because the quality. You were talking to me about your dad having Dremel tools that he's had for over 20 years.
Yeah.
They're all manufactured in the Netherlands, and the standards that you have to comply to in the Netherlands are, well, it's any EU company of your manufacturing, you know that the products have got to be utter quality. You're not getting away with anything. And Dremel do offer you a guarantee of their own. I think it's a year, maybe 2 years in the Dremel guarantee. You get all of the instructions. Now, you also get your 3 clear glues. Now, I'm just going to show you how it works. You just literally plug it in. It's got the rest on it there as well. And you press down in the usual way a glue gun works, and you get, and this one's nearly out because we've used it. Can I push it in with this one?
Push a new one in, yeah.
So I just push a new one in. Do I just put it in through there?
Yeah, that's it.
So I'm going to show you.
As you squeeze, it pushes the stick down into the cavity where it heats up, and then comes out hot. It's a cool melt glue gun, this one as well, so it's not as hot and dangerous as some of the other glue guns out there. It's still hot, and you still have to be careful, but it's, you know, you're not going to burn yourself quite so easily with that one. So you can create your own beads, your own glitter beads with this. Now, once a colour's set, can I go on top of that as well? Yeah, you could go on top of it. You could do something squiggly over the top. You could probably... I'm addicted, Gemma. Stick something into it even. So we could use gemstones to stick into this. You could stick your head pins into it, an eye pin into it. This makes nice little tips on the end of your... This is what I'm saying, that's what I did with it earlier. You know, if you want to make your own Kirby grips out of wire, but you want the comfort of the... Because they put resin sort of on the end of a normal Kirby grip, don't they? You can do it, but you can do pretty glittery ones. So if you do, they do happen to poke through the hair, which they do, then you've got something pretty. Or even just a decorative head pin. I know I've seen Liz do it with the... with not the enamel, the enamel, making pretty head pins, but there's an end for a head pin there. It's brilliant. It does look like a cotton bud, Ollie, yes. So could I Dremel, use my drill, Dremel drill, to put drill holes? You could, but you could probably also just pierce it with a pin, because it never solidifies so that it's brittle. It always stays quite soft. If you feel the density of these, when it dries and hardens, it will be like. So it won't be brittle. It'll be like that. Yeah. Okay. Jenny's just getting carried away writing her name. You've lost me to the Dremel. I'm sorry. I'm just doing a J. The necklace I did, the big bib necklace. You just lay your beading threads out onto your heat-proof mat. Popped a load of beads on. I didn't even worry where they fell, and just scriggled. And that kept them in place? Yeah, and that was it. Just pop, you know, it was as simple and as quick as that. I love it. Yeah. Right, so let me talk you through, let me talk you through what you get. So you get 12 of your glimmer sticks, you get 3 of your clear glue gun sticks, you get the Dremel itself. Now you also get, for the price tag,
Does that come with a carry case, that one, or not?
No, it doesn't.
Now, you also get, now this is what my daughter is absolutely obsessed with. You get the soldering iron. Now, soldering irons are wonderful, and we all sort of know what they do. You can, if you've got jump rings and you want to rebond them, maybe you've made them yourself, you can solder the cut of your jump ring, which makes it then a lot more comfortable if it's in a necklace or a bracelet or something like that. But also, I mean, there are a million other reasons why you need a soldering iron. You can burn into wood, which is why why Mia came in with me last week, and she wants this because, you know, she likes her ponies, and the plaques with the ponies' names on that you buy at shows are about 30 quid. And I keep saying to her, you're not having one of those, they're too expensive. And she wants one of those. She's saying, I'm going to make one for everybody down the yard. Now, the first thing you notice when I get this out is the wonderful packaging. You can see this is a quality tool, and I love that what Dremel have done. They've given you, not only is this wonderful for storage reasons, but it also looks good, doesn't it? And you appreciate that this is quality. Now, inside that box, you have got the full instructions, you have got the Dremel soldering iron itself, and you've got all the extra tools. Gemma, why do I need this with my Dremel? It's like a knife.
It's for hot cutting, so if you've got plastics to cut, or even ribbons or anything like that, it cuts and seals, so it will just glide through. I don't know, I used to use it for making my own stencils in acetate. And it just glides through it and seals the edges.
Your own acetate stencils?
Yes, yeah.
This is amazing. This does so much more than I realised originally. Now, what else have I got tool-wise? What is this for? It looks like a little scoop.
That's for, I think that one might be for scraping, like stripping wood, things like that.
What's it, making wood curls?
No, I think that's like stripping paint from wood, or melting. I haven't used all of my tools. I literally bought
You've got loads.
For the heat tool.
Now, you've also got your actual solder coil here. It's called something else. What's it called?
It's solder wire.
Your solder wire. So you've got a whole tube of that in there. Now, I'm just on the box. It shows us exactly what we can do, doesn't it? Which I'm just going to have a look at now. You do get the tools to do this, all right? Everything's included, because I know on Facebook yesterday somebody said, tell everybody you don't get the tools to do all of this, because they were looking at the price tag. You do, I promise you. Now, have a look. You can use this for jewellery making, of course. Have a look here, putting your, I don't know if you can get that, I'm so sorry, for rebonding, but you can also burn into wood. There is so much you can do. It comes with all the tools, it comes with a Dremel guarantee, and of course you always get a guarantee, the 30-day money-back guarantee with us here. And you also get the glue gun, so you're getting the glue gun, and you're getting the solder iron. This is wonderful for jewellery making for £56.45. Now, to say you're getting both tools, you are never going to be bored with these. You are always going to find a use with these, and not just for your jewellery making. This is for other crafts as well. It's if you're interested in woodwork. You've got an opportunity to make your own pendants. Those glitters are gorgeous, and you get all the different colours, don't you?
Yeah.
How long is it taking to? Are we nearly? Have we got to hurry up? Oh my gosh! Today's show is all
so fast,
ready. Nearly over. You did the challenge. Let's have a recap. Well, we see. Look, I've made my own J out of glue. That's how pathetic I am. I like this. Now you could stick that to like a door or something. You know, like the door plates.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? If you're going to a craft fair and you want loads of different things, I love it.
Customise your rucksacks, couldn't you? Because this is strong enough to stick onto fabric. So you could customise your kids' rucksacks and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I've pulled the middle out of your...
Yeah, but now you've made like a little pendanty. And it's all rubbery, I love it. Look, you can do that, you can cut it, can't you?
Yeah.
I made a button earlier. Amelia, have you got the button still, or have you stolen it? Fabulous. Look at the glitter, it's amazing. Right, so your clear as combs, if you want to create with the Dremel and with, I made a little button earlier, and with the combs, then here's your opportunity to do that. Look, here's the button I made earlier. You could actually make buttons, couldn't you, if you did the holes through there?
Yeah.
I love it. We've got to go, Gemma Crow. You're back up live at 5. She's doing a brand new DVD straight after. We will be with you at 5 o'clock with a wonderful Di. Please join us and get interactive with Di on Facebook. We'll be live again at 9 o'clock. Thank you so much. Mwah.
Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756, Freesat 807 or Freeview Channel 43. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, the Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmoat, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
There are two easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or Freesat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1p&p. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.